Hello ladies, gents, boys, girls, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 live stream, and welcome back into the PMDG 737-800. We're here at Pyreek's Edinburgh version 2, we're on VATSIM, we're going to be heading down to Bournemouth and back. We are Ryanair UK or BlueMax 1133. Sorry for the late start, should have started earlier, but I've had some absolutely dreadful trouble with GSX causing the plane to violently shake and crash. I don't know what's going on. It seems to be the new update that GSX has done. Has caused me some bother. And Yamavia, welcome in to the stream, mate. Welcome in. Hope you're well. Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, isn't it?
Edinburgh traffic,
yes,
Euroscot 16 Bravo, Charlie, taxiing to runway 24.
Lovely. So, like I said, we're on VATSIM. We're in the 737-800. And thank you for the follow, Trevor Keeble. Welcome into the live stream. Hope you're well. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, we'll have a little look, actually. Let me jump into the flight deck. And then we'll have a walk round. So this is the new high fidelity update to the 737. This is the default livery, the default Ryanair UK livery. Yes, there are stairs. That's because if I extend the air stairs and tell GSX I'm using air stairs, it won't give me any back stairs. So I've had to do this. To be honest, I can't see much of a difference. Like, you can see the rivets are individually mapped and stuff. And then if we have a look into the wheel well here, yeah, it looks pretty good. Some stuff here. Can you actually click these buttons? Oh yes, you can, actually. That's fair play. Yeah, it looks okay. It's not massively, you know, over the top. And same GSX was a mare today, and somehow my rear air stair stopped working with 4.0. Ah, so it's not just me then. Okay, that makes me more happy because I was getting really frustrated a minute ago. It took me ages to get it working, but hopefully they fix it very soon. But there is the engine. It looks, do you know what? It does look, on closer inspection, it looks better. You know, it's not massive, like they did hype it up a little bit, but the individual rivets you can see, like the fueling bit there. There's the blended winglet. We're using the old style blended winglet today. And of course we're using the Boris Audioworks sound pack, and we are G Rucker, which is a UK registered Ryanair. Yeah, beautiful. To be fair guys, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? I'm quite happy with that. Apart from GSX being a pain in the backside today. Hopefully we can get boarded. If not, we'll just load it manually using the PMDG menu. But yeah, of course we're at the beautiful Pyreek V2. Gorgeous as ever. Let's jump into the flight deck. Right, starting off with the overhead panel. So we'll go flight data recorder, test, Mach airspeed. These don't work until the IRSs are aligned. And Mark, good afternoon. How are you? I am good, Mark, thank you. Hope you're all okay. How are you doing on this Tuesday? And you have your Ryanair 737-800 with blended is better than the split skims. I agree. I like the blended. It's old school Ryanair, isn't it?
Echo ILS 246 miles. Edinburgh traffic.
I do like the blended with the splits look nice sometimes, but yeah, I think I'm on the same page as you. Right, 30,000 feet we're going up to Bournemouth. And that's all set there. Jump down into the FMC. So we'll go FMS, pausing it. We're at Echo Golf Papa Hotel. We're at stand 5. Overhead panel. I didn't align the IRSs. That was silly of me, wasn't it? And just before I get GSX on the go, because it might kill the aeroplane today, I'm just going to have a look at our sim brief profile. So we are going Bournemouth, runway 2426. It's saying 6.2 tons of fuel and a payload of 55.4. And you might be saying the splits look nice as well, but the blended just have the nostalgia. Absolutely. I think the blended look nice as well because the splits, you know, I don't know, they don't suit the 7.3. And Jal, good to see you. How are you, Jal? Happy Tuesday. And Stu, hello, mate. Just watching but lurking, doing a few things around the flat here. No problem, Stu. That's absolutely fine, mate. Hope you're well. Happy Tuesday. So a bit of an impromptu live stream anyway. I wanted to get one out because I don't think I'll be able to live stream this week. I'm quite busy at work. So I thought I'll get one short little sector, 2 sectors in. Not data link, Dillon, that's menu. FMC, legs. Right, hopefully GSX doesn't have a paddy.
Boarding requested.
So boarding's requested, we'll see how that goes. Left GPS, pop that in there. Routes, request.
Hello,
from
Captain.
SimBrief.
We are ready for pushback.
And we'll just wait for the load button to appear. Load. Jal, things are going well on my end. How about you? Everything's going lovely over here, Jal. Had a nice chill day and shopping earlier. Working, flying tomorrow, going to Spain somewhere. So looking forward to that apart from the time I have to check in. It's a very early flight, so hopefully this is all done before that. But yeah, all good over here. Thanks for jumping in. Runway 24. It's going to be the Gossack 1 Charlie departure. And then the arrival into Bournemouth is actually not going to be the ILS. It's going to be the NDB 26 on the
Locking gear.
Bugger Swan. Not via transition. Execute legs. And then there should be a disco at Sam. There you go, Southampton VOR, so pull that up there, go legs. So they are walking in. Okay, so GSX is working a little bit, it's just broken with some things. So hopefully they'll fix it. Typical GSX, huge update, it doesn't work. Go legs on, first officer side, and we'll step through. So Gossack 1 Charlie, pretty simple departure, and then NDB approach into Bournemouth via Southampton. Left, right flight director. Jal, out of curiosity, are you a real pilot? I'm not a real pilot, I'm a cabin manager, Jal.
Edinburgh traffic, US
So
got
I'm
16
going
Bravo
to
Charlie, lining up on
Spain
runway
tomorrow. I'm going
24,
somewhere in Spain
takeoff.
tomorrow, somewhere
Edinburgh
in
traffic.
Greece Thursday, somewhere in Spain again Friday, and then I might be working Saturday. We'll see how it goes. Right, APU on. And actually I should have done the Scripps test just before the APU came online, but we don't have failures on, so
Alpha Echo, fully vacated runway 24,
it'll be okay. And we'll squawk 1,000. If I can get a click spot. Oh, there you go, 1,000. Right. GSX was broken for me at Stansted. Absolutely criminal, calling a bus to a Ryanair walk-in stand. Yeah, see, I was worried, and I actually deleted some of my profiles and reinstalled them, and it hasn't done anything, so it must just be a GSX profile error, just GSX misbehaving, so I won't worry too much. Probably in the next couple of days they'll get a fix in for us. And then 090 at 115, oh actually /90. There you go. And then that will give us nice fix rings around Bournemouth. Joe, that's honestly really respectable. I'm currently working towards getting my own pilot licence as well. Oh, Joe, that's brilliant, mate. How far you're along? You're just doing your private at the moment? But I hope that goes well for you, buddy. It's a lot of commitment to get your pilot's licence. I've got a couple of friends who have got them, and it takes up a lot of time and a lot of money. There's a guy who I fly with at work, and he's had to put £13,000 down to do his private pilot's licence. So very respectable on your end. So it's 2.7 reserves. Cost index, it's given us 43. We'll go 43, see what it does. Flight level 300. Cruise winds are going to be 225 at 35. I'll execute that. M1 limits. Let's go and get the performance up here. So wind, little bit blowy, scattered at 3,000, 0998, which is correct, and it's 15 degrees, so it's not actually that cold in Edinburgh. Runway 24, import, calculate. It's giving us a takeoff D rate of 2 with a selected temperature of 45. And Jal, yeah, I'm still working on my private pilot at the moment, but honestly it's been going pretty well so far. I've also received a lot of positive feedback, which I'm really happy about. Oh, that's good then, Jal. Congratulations on that. Well, I hope it all goes well. Like I said, it's a lot of commitment, but if it's something you want to do, it'll be fun, won't it? No, but congratulations on that. So the slope is 0.0, wind is 200 at 13. It's going to be flap 5, trim of 5.16, 141. And the runway heading is 240.
Edinburgh traffic, EZ52 Alpha Echo, taxiing to stand 7 by Foxtrot.
6,000 feet is the stop altitude. Reset the fuel flow, go like that. APU is on. We'll go and get the rest of the fuel pumps on. Conditioned air is going into the cabin. Pop this over here. Let's have a look at the charts, shall we? So I always forget where the charts are on this thing. Departure airport. It's there. And Jal, to be honest, becoming a pilot has always been a dream of mine ever since I was young. So now I'm finally taking that step to make it a reality. Well, best of luck, Jal. I know, like I said, it's a hard thing to do, but when you really want something, it's
traffic,
fun.
Eurus got 16 Bravo Charlie, clear of runway 24, climbing to 6,000 feet. Edinburgh traffic.
You know, just enjoy it as well, because you're going to have some hard moments, but you know, the fun of flying. It's why we all do this, isn't it? Flight simming is because we want to fly. Gossap 1 Charlie, no speed restriction, 6,000 feet to Gossam, and then, well, away you go. The NDB is 368, which is the Upper Whiskey VOR NDB. So we'll go, what was the 368?
Edinburgh traffic, Ryanair 362 uniform is just left part heading 030 to the ILS runway 24, Edinburgh traffic.
368, swap that over. And then we should get some guidance somewhere. We'll see.
Traffic, EG323 Alpha, are you flying into Edinburgh? Your flight plan says you're flying to Belfast.
That's all done up there. Bournemouth's 200 foot.
Hey, apologies. I forgot to change my to switch off and well, connect again. Yeah, flying into Edinburgh, I'm afraid.
Okay, no worries. I thought I was hallucinating for a minute there.
Guys, also let me know if anything's too loud or too quiet. If ATC's a little bit too loud, I can always turn it
I'll
down for
advise
you.
as soon as I turn in about.
And Joe, you're absolutely right about that. I've been working
20
hard
miles
to earn
out,
some
give or
money
take.
for it as well, since some pretty expensive
I wouldn't
education.
worry, to be honest,
I've
it's
managed to get a little bit paid off already. Well, that's
anyway.
really good, Joe. Like I said, my friend, he
He
got some inheritance and he's put it down.
It's a mistake, I guess.
So
Today's
it's an
biggest
expensive
go around.
hobby. I mean, the airport by me, I was looking at doing a discovery flight to see if I still wanted to do it, and it's 390 quid for an hour. So I don't think I'll be doing that anytime soon. 390 pounds. Yeah, I'm all right, thank you.
You've jinxed us all now.
And then the arrival, the star's going to be that one up there via Southampton, and then the approach is going to be the NDB, and then we'll go airport. It's very small airport, Bournemouth is, so we'll be easy to navigate. Hopefully we might have some ATC, we'll see. And then we go to the pinned. Right, lovely. So on my side I'll have data, traffic, LNAV, auto throttle engaged, traffic, data, terrain on that side. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. It is, Jal. So best of luck to you. Hopefully the prices come down soon. I know it's a bit annoying with the fuel and stuff at the moment. So it's giving us no descent path after Southampton, but that'll change, don't worry. F sections, doors, close, 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 close. Now we'll go takeoff. That's all looking good there. Right, let me just make sure VAT scope there is no one online. No, there's no one online. Right, lovely. We should be cleared to just push back and go.
Traffic, Bayfart 15 Bravo Foxtrot, taxiing holding point Delta 1 for runway 24 via Echo and Alpha.
Facing north on taxiway Echo.
Release parking brakes, please.
No one's behind us. Edinburgh traffic, Blue Max 1133, stand 5, pushing back facing north. Edinburgh traffic.
Commencing push. All engines clear.
Hey Will, welcome in mate, hope you're well. Right, beacon on now gents. That can go off. And we'll go and get engine number 2 to ground. And we'll wait for 25%, then we can throw the fuel in. Right, fuel in. Let's listen to the Boris sound back.
Whoever's just called on radio, it might be my headset, but it's very, very quiet. It's extremely quiet here as well. No, not really any better.
Oh look, there's Ryanair there. He's going. Right, and engine number 1 to ground.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a guide engine start.
Cockpit to ground.
Yeah, this new GSX update, it's going to take some getting used to, but it's broken everything at the moment for me, so. Fuel in. Let's have a look at the taxi chart for here. So we're going to go Echo 1, Alpha Delta. Jal, I actually watched the video you uploaded about 5 hours ago. Great video, by the way. Thank you very much. Stu requested that flight. Very nice in the 777. Always like flying the triple. Brilliant aeroplane, especially the 200. Love the Boris sound pack. It's really good.
Anyway, traffic Skyway.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Taxi and my people.
Left is clear.
Temper
Right
traffic,
is
Shell
clear.
9 Foxtrot, correction, stand up, commence at Pushback East. Temper traffic.
Stu, yeah, correct taxi. Nice and easy at Edinburgh. Yeah, Edinburgh is quite a busy airport, but the taxi's pretty easy. That's why I like flying here on VATSIM. You can't really get lost, can ya? Well, I say that. You wait until we come back and we've got ATC and I haven't got a clue where we're going. And Jal, absolutely right about that. It's a beautiful aeroplane. The 777 is a gorgeous aeroplane. Probably my favourite long-haul aeroplane. I'll say that though, when the 747 comes out by PMDG, I'll probably have a different opinion on that. So, right, flight controls, full right, neutral, left, neutral, forward, neutral, back, neutral, left, right. Edinburgh traffic, Blue Max 1133, taxiing Echo Alpha Delta for Delta 1, runway 24, Edinburgh traffic. MMP, welcome into the live stream, hope you're well, happy Tuesday. Are you on the new PMDG 737 update, and if so, which Ryanair livery do you use? I had to delete a lot of my liveries, MMP, because they don't work with the new update. But this is just the default Ryanair livery, Ryanair UK livery off the OC3 installer that you can get. Right, nothing's coming that way, is it? Nope, we can carry on. Right, turn off lights on. No problem, MMP. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame because I had some really nice, like, I just downloaded the Hughes pack that come with the red beacon light, but it doesn't work on the new update. All the blue stripe up there, the yellow stripe up the side, sorry, is all distorted. So I couldn't use that today, which is a shame. And actually, I've just noticed that is a little bit blurry there, isn't it? That text there, that's not very good from PMDG.
Edinburgh traffic, EG323 Alpha, it's passing localized
MMP, that pack is really nice, yeah, hopefully it's updated soon. Absolutely, I assume it will be because it's Hughes, isn't it? And they're pretty good at updating stuff. So, but it's a very, very nice livery pack. It's really weird though because that Hughes pack doesn't work, but my Hughes Jet 2 liveries and my Hughes TUI UK liveries work. So I don't know what's going on there. There is a slight problem with the TUI and the Jet 2 livery, that the side lights, the wing lights, they're misaligned on the livery, but they'll change that. It's not the end of the world. Right, he's going. There is a plane on final. There's a Ryanair and a Easy, and they're quite close, so I might have to wait for both of them to land.
Edinburgh traffic, Ryanair 362 uniform is established ILS 24, 12.5 miles Edinburgh traffic.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to wait because that EasyJet is on like a 6 mile final. So So iPad had a proper moment there, thought I was going to miss the takeoff. I wish I had a free time. I'm proper in the mood for some Edinburgh VATSIM ops. We'll do Edinburgh again, Stu, don't you worry. It's a brilliant scenery. I always like flying out of Edinburgh. I just wanted to do something short and cheerful today. But don't worry, you're not going to miss the takeoff. I'll be sat here for a while actually. There's a easy on short final somewhere. Jal, I'm going to have something to eat quickly and I'll be back. Hopefully I'll make it back for both landings, otherwise I'll continue watching while you're airborne. No problem, Jal. Take care. Enjoy your dinner. See you in a bit.
Emma traffic, Shell 9 Foxtrot, taxi into with Delta 1 runway 24 by Foxtrot Alpha. Emma traffic.
Edinburgh traffic, Blue Max 1133, holding short Delta on runway 24.
Edinburgh traffic, EG323 Alpha, 6 miles out, runway 24.
Yeah, guys, we're going to have to wait for the two aeroplanes. He's on a 6 and the other guy's on like a 9, so it's going to be a bit touch and go for us really. So I think the best, most sensible thing to do is just sit here and wait for 5 minutes. Stu, I learnt a lot here getting used to VATSIM comms with Edinburgh ATC. I find the Edinburgh controllers are really nice as well, Stu. Every time I fly in here, they're really friendly. Very helpful for new people as well. Yeah, there's him. Let me just make sure my camera is stuck like that, so I don't have it disappear when we take off. Let me get the SID up. Gossap 1 Charlie. Lovely. That's all sorted there. Should we watch this guy land? No pressure.
Edinburgh traffic, Ryanair 362 uniform is 4 mile final, runway 24, reducing to minimum approach speed. Ryanair 362 uniform.
Oh my god, that's not going to go very well. Edinburgh traffic, Blue Max 1133, lining up behind the arriving Ryanair 737 via Delta 1. Edinburgh traffic. See how this goes. If he floats or if he misses that exit, he's going to have to go around, so this will be spicy. Oh, perfect landing. Right, he's down. What's this dude gonna do? He's very close. Is he going around? I think that's a go around. That is a go around. Yeah, he's gone around. Sensible decision,
Yeah,
sir.
traffic, Ryanair 322 uniform is going to go around.
Louis, welcome in, mate. Hope you're well. Happy Tuesday. Edinburgh traffic, Blue Max 1133, lining up runway 24 via Delta 1. Right, weather radar.
Runway 24 vacated, EG323 up.
Belts, TARA. Spool them up. Right, that Ryanair's in the go around, so we'll take this corner slowly, then we can go. Absolutely, Stu. Let's. The engines won't. Well, actually, the engines will have that buzz saw because we've got a lower D rate today, so it should be a good takeoff sound. And Louis doing well, mate. Thank you. No problem. Hope you're having a good Tuesday, mate. Right. Edinburgh traffic, Blue Max 1133 departing, runway 24 on the Cossack 1 Charlie departure. Edinburgh traffic. Euro Scott behind you. What's that, Stu?
Have a good flight, sir.
Chrono. It's Toga. Set takeoff thrust.
Very part 15, Bravo Foxtrot, lined up behind the departing Ryanair, Edinburgh traffic.
Neutral.
80 knots.
Checked.
Rotate.
Oh, a little bit of correction there. That ching noise, GSX. UK virtual airline based in Scotland. Oh, that's really cool, Stu. Right, 15 degrees, keep it there. Edinburgh traffic, Blue Max 1133, clear of runway 24. Edinburgh traffic. Keep it at 15 degrees. We'll wait till 1500 feet, then we can bug up. Actually, we'll whack it in VNAV now because it's a straight out departure. No need to mess around. Pretty nice noise there. Look at that. Beautiful. I was with them for a while, but my PC broke, so I didn't fly with them a while and got kicked for inactivity. Oh, that's a bit of a shame, Stu. Can you rejoin? Are you not interested in a VA anymore? Right, flaps position 1 as we're going through the 1 speed.
Edinburgh traffic, very part 15, Bravo Foxtrot.
And command I.
For the guide, the Charlie departure, Edinburgh traffic.
And we're going to go through the up speed shortly, so we'll go flaps up.
Edinburgh
Look at
traffic,
that.
Shell 9 Foxtrot behind the departing traffic, 5 Delta 1 lining up runway 24.
Beautiful. I tell you what though, the update on the leading edge slats, that looks more realistic. I might be rejoining because they're pretty they have a pretty nice livery. Yeah, it did look nice actually behind me, Stu. Yeah, that'd be a nice VA to join. There's that right hand turn. Logo light can come off now. Turn off lights can come off. Start switches to the norm position. Cabin is pressurising. Quite hot in the cabin actually, so we'll keep an eye on that. And what we're cruising at 30,000, so we'll go straight to flight level 300. 300, 1, 2, 3, clicks, gear up and off. After takeoff, checklist complete. It's 15 degrees going through this cloud layer. No anti-ice required. And we'll say goodbye to Edinburgh. We'll be back in about 2 hours. Beautiful. Yeah, low D rate today. That's why we're climbing like an absolute shed with wings.
Traffic, very part 15, Bravo Foxtrot, clear of back to pass 3000.
We do have London North control on, so we might get a bit of ATC, guys.
Edinburgh traffic, Shell 9 Foxtrot, taking off runway 24, got the Montreal departure, Edinburgh traffic.
And we'll go standard. Cabin crew can be released to start their service. We'll enjoy a little wing view here. Yeah, it's really annoying because look how poor that texturing on that wing is there. The PNG for the Ryanair logo, but all this looks absolutely spot on. I can see the difference now with the actual wing. It does look nicer. Like you can see it, but that ruins it a little bit. Hopefully that'll be fixed with like the newer, you know, when we get an updated livery. Right, through 10,000, passengers can be released. Runway lights or landing lights off. Upstairs, turn the panel brightness down, we don't need it. And that is everything sorted there. Right, climbing up to flight level 300. What's the cruise? It's going to be 764.764. That's okay. Should have 3.3 tons at Bournemouth, which is okay.
Traffic, Charlie 9 Fox,
Just go
airborne
across
passing
page.
1,700 feet, climbing 6,000, got someone Charlie departure, at Las Calendra.
I like this wing view. This is pretty good here. Yeah, a bit stormy in the UK. What's the weather actually like in Bournemouth? 240 at 13, so definitely runway 26. Scattered at 1,200, broken at 2,000, 15 degrees, 1019. So pretty similar to up here. What's the minimums for the NDB arrival? Does it say? With DME 410, so I'll plug that in now, 410. And we'll get the BIA 339 NDB plugged in. .339 and then 110.5 BOR 110.5. Beautiful. Then if we go to the plan mode, oh, I've done that wrong. What's the runway heading for opposite runway at Bournemouth? 075. There you go. So that's better. It's just a bit not a straight in approach, brings us out a little bit, which is fine. And 255 on these sides here. Beautiful. Yeah, not a nice day out in the UK actually. It's pretty poor. Not nice in the slightest. It's a nice view down there, that little town and a golf course there. I think actually that's Glasgow, isn't it? Glasgow, because we made the left-hand turn after Glasgow. So top climbing 40 miles, and then well, not long to go until we get to Bournemouth. Hour each way, basically. And if you're new to the live streams, welcome in. Thanks for joining me today on this Tuesday. I know I don't stream on a Tuesday often, but welcome in. Also, if you haven't already, I have a Discord in the link below. You're more than welcome to join. It's just a channel Discord where I upload my videos and live streams and such. But the link to that you can find in the video description today or on my channel links page on my YouTube homepage. Let me see if London North's still on. Yeah, London North is still on. We're not going to get to him for a while though. Hopefully he stays on. How long has he been online for? He has been online for... It doesn't say actually. I thought it usually says on VATScope. Oh, it's been on for an hour and 7 minutes, so it might go off in a bit, we don't know. Yeah, look, I think you can see over there where the sort of see that is the world update for the UK that ends, and then it goes to the normal ortho. The ortho's pretty okay, but it's not as good. Let me see what my auto FPS settings are saying at the moment. Oh, struggling with performance at the moment. I don't know why. Oh, there you go. Oh no, it's only doing that because I'm in full screen. We are getting 100 FPS. Right, nearly there. We'll have a nice wing view like that for the climb out. And actually, you can tell on the wing as well. It just looks more clean. Looks more like I can see the actual. Yeah, it does look a little bit nicer actually. Very nice as we get above these clouds. And actually, if I go full, we should be able to see our descent point. Yeah, look, there you go, not long at all. It's going to be able to break through for arrival anyway, so we'll set that. Very nice. I want to see if that, who does the new effects pack? Is it Tree-Tree-Sim? I'm looking to get in that soon, because I've seen some videos on it and it looks pretty nice. There's top of climb, levelling off at flight level 330, and then top of descent in 160 miles. So in 60 miles we'll brief the arrival. Should be with London North by then if he stays online. Glamrock, welcome in, hope you're well. Are you a real 737 pilot? I wish. No, I'm a cabin manager on this aeroplane, so I do know it very well. Not as much as the pilots do though, but yeah. I'm actually flying on one of these tomorrow, and Thursday, and then Friday, and probably Saturday. But it's a beautiful aeroplane, a little bit tight. Actually, I'll see if the galley shows it. Look how tight this galley is. So this is the galley I work in, and actually that looks bang on to what I'm used to working with. We don't have that. That's not there on my aeroplanes. It's just another row of seats. Here's our crew seats here. Yeah, that looks pretty bang on. And then you'd open this. My granddad flies for Ryanair. Oh, that's really cool. That is really, really cool. Oh, the door's not armed. That is. Oh, there you go. That's really cool. How long has he flown for Ryanair for? Fwong, welcome in. Hope you're well. Happy Tuesday, mate. Yeah, so there'd be a compartment down here with all equipment in. That looks pretty good. The phone, and then this is exactly. I think the plane I'm going on tomorrow has this. It's a newer thing. So if you go auto cabin lights, so we don't have this. Well, we do. It depends. Depends what plane it is. Ground service. You just click that button, and it will say, and it will just make a buzz downstairs. The engineer will come on board. The environment. That is only on the rear attendant panel, so there's another one of these at L2 door. And the environment, it will say water and wastes, and if the waste is full, empty it. If the water's empty, fill it up when you get down. So we don't have that on the forward attendant panel, and there's no passenger service thing. It's just lighting and maintenance. Our company that I fly for, we've got our own set here. So it'd say like crew check no packs, flight day, flight night, flight dim, night takeoff landing, white bright. Glamrock 30 years. Oh, that's really, really cool, mate. He's had a fantastic career on the 737 then. Yeah, I know a couple of people who work for Ryanair. And there's the door code. Can't tell you. It's quite secretive. There's the toilets. Galley with 2 brewers. They're treating us today. 2 brewers and a hot water spout, a cold water spout. Your bins usually located here. Trolleys with duty free on. Someone hasn't armed the door. So how you'd arm the door on the 737 is flag across, girt bar in. Glamrock, he prefers the classics instead of the Max. He prefers the NG like this today. A lot of pilots do, I find. That there, does it open? Yeah, that's where the cleaners plug the things in, the vacuums in. And then if we look at this here, so we don't have this on our airplanes, but you see like the signs here. So in here would be a megaphone, an ELT, so that's your like distress beacon. And then you've got oxygen, toilet, so toilet with baby changing, and it's disabled friendly, so it's got all the handrails in and stuff. Yeah, flight deck door looks good. Got a camera up there and there, that's pretty realistic. Does it have the toilet signs? No, so I don't know if it works on here. Can I? No, I can't click the call bell. But if you click the call bell, there should be a sign up here, and it would go, if it goes red it means someone's trying to phone you. If it goes orange it means there's assistance needed in the toilet, and if it goes blue it means there's a call bell. And thank you for the follow, Glamrock. Really do appreciate that, mate. Really do appreciate that. And it's true, if you feel more turbulence at the back of the plane than in the front. Yeah, absolutely. The reason for that is, and at our company it's pretty standard that if you suffer from air sickness, we try and move you forward. Of course, you've got the huge rudder on the 737. It's absolutely massive. So you're flying along and the wind hits the tail. It's got a yaw damper as well, so it gets worse at the back and dampens it for the front. So if you sat behind the wing, you're going to have more turbulence. So we do say that if you are travel sick, move further to the front. And Fwong, Phoenix does better with the textures, I think, but Phoenix doesn't have interactions. Yeah, the Phoenix cabin's really nice. And actually, there's a little trick here. I don't think I can show you. Andrea, now I know how to catastrophic it would be IRL, but does the game allow you to open any slides, side doors mid-air? No, it is. They do open, but not at the moment because the aeroplane's pressurised. So And in real life as well, if you're at cruise, the door won't open. It's impossible to open it at cruise because the aeroplane's pressurised. So the door is pushed into the bulkhead. Well, not the bulkhead, it's pushed into its own sit-in. And to pull this, you'd pull the cover off, and as you can see, the door sort of falls outwards, but you can't do it because it's pressurised from the bottom, so it won't move. Glamour, do you prefer to sit at the front or the back? Depends what plane. I usually sit at the back, but I don't mind sitting at the front. If it's first class, sitting at the front. Yeah, if you go on some aeroplanes with this type of overhead bin, if your locker's heavy, there's a little switch here. These are hydraulically controlled, right? And the hydraulic isn't switched on. It's not like actual hydraulics. It's just like like a seat, like your office chair. It's all just pressurised manually. So if you click that, it pressurizes these, and if you pull it down until it clicks and let go, it will spring load itself into really close to the latch, and then you just click it in, so it saves you back. It's a little trick for you next time. Glamour, how long have you been doing this for? Nearly 5 years now, mate. Nearly 5 years as a cabin crew. So get in there, learning the ropes slowly. You see these above? My airline has them. We have nothing stored in them, but these are for ETOPS aeroplanes, and these are life rafts that are stored in these. We're not ETOPS certified, so we don't store them. We don't have any life rafts, but that's where you'd keep your life preservers and life rafts. They'd be in there. And then, yeah, pretty standard economy seats. We don't have TVs in my company overhead. Lockers look good. We've got the new Sky interior as well. There's another life preserver. Wong, is the money good? At my airline it is. I'm the best paid cabin crew in Europe, so I'm quite lucky for the company I work for. What airline are you cabin crew for? I don't really say. I keep that private, Glamrock, but you can take a wild guess. Probably be correct. I just like to keep work in this channel separate because my work has quite a strict social media policy, so I can do this while working for them. It's just I like to keep it private. Rear galley, yeah, it looks pretty good. That's not armed, that would be a fail. And we'll arm this door as well. There's your rear attendant panel. You got 4 crew seats and your ovens. Ovens are pretty self-explanatory. You got your hot water spout, your circuit breakers. So you see demo kit. I don't know why that says demo kit, but this up here wouldn't be switches, there'd be circuit breakers for the oven. So if you have an oven fire, you pull the circuit breakers, then firefight it. But yeah, they've done a really good job with the cabin. It's a 737. You can't really mess it up, can you? No, Glamrock, that's fine. A lot of people ask. I just say the same thing. Like I said, you can take a wild guess at who I fly for, but I just don't say it in public. But I don't mind the question. Don't worry about that. A lot of people ask, especially if Will's in chat. He tries to guess a lot. But yeah, and then ground service again. There's a little speaker somewhere under the plane. It just makes a beep 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 noise, and then the engineer will run up and say, "What's wrong? What have you done today, Dillon?" And I'll say, "Oh, I've broken this and that, and I'm really sorry. I've broken it again." Got your air vent there. Yeah, nice. This is non-slip flooring as well in the galleys. It says non-slip, but I fell over a couple of times in here when there's de-icing fluid, so you need to be careful. But yeah, pretty good cabin. Right, 100 miles from top of descent, so let's do a little brief. Glamrock, I like the 737 Classic with the new winglets. These ones, Glamrock, or the splits? We were talking about this earlier. I prefer just the old school blended. I like the splits. They look pretty smart, but I prefer the blended. Right, let's sort out the approach firstly. So we'll go legs. So starting from the Southampton VOR, and actually we can use the thingy there, and we'll get the approach up there, NDP. And Fwong, have you ever been in the cockpit while landing? Yeah, a couple of times, Fwong. Glamrock, the splits. Yeah, the splits are nice. And back to Fwong's question, when you do your first flight as cabin crew, you are not technically crew. Your spare crew being checked. It's called a supernumerary. So you get to sit at the flight deck for that, and I am really lucky and privileged that my first flight was Innsbruck. So I got to sit in the flight deck and watch the RNAV 08 into Innsbruck, and it was literally a top 10 moment of my life, or a top 5 moment of my life. I've sat in the flight deck for a landing into Birmingham, I've sat into the flight deck for a landing into Antalya, sat in the flight deck for a landing into Kos, so yeah, it's been pretty good. But only when the aeroplane's empty are we allowed to sit in the flight deck. If there's even if there's one passenger, all crew complement have to be sat in their correct seats for takeoff and landing. So from Bug Up, which is the one up here, it is 15,000. That's correct. My granddad took me away for 4 weeks, and I sat in the cockpit seat finally a little bit. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, it's a very tight flight deck, the 737. You don't realise it until you go in a lot. Have you ever got annoyed at a person on board? A lot of the time, Glamrock, a lot of the time. It happens quite a lot that, you know, people get drunk and disorderly. But, you know, they're all having fun on the plane, so as long as everyone behaves themselves, I'm not really bothered. It's just if they start getting, like, aggressive and stuff, which I've never had, hopefully. I've just had annoying drunk people. I've had to offload people with police before as well a couple of times. Rizin, which is flight level 110, and then we've got Pepis, 210 knots. At 9,000, it doesn't say that, but I know what probably annoys you, where they keep pushing the button and you tell them to stop and they still do it. See, the call bell is fine. I don't mind people clicking the call bell, because at our company we have to go and make sure they're okay, because it could be an emergency. It's just when, like, they ding the call bell and it's for something like, oh, can you take this banana skin off me? And I'm like, you could have just used your own 2 legs and gone to the toilet bin and put it in, you know, but I can't say that, so. And then Southampton VOR, 210 knots or below and 9,000 feet, that's okay. And then we move on to the approach, so it's an NDB approach. So we're not going to do the procedure, which is via the BIA VOR. They don't do this in real life, you just come straight in. So we've got the NDB, so it wants us at 1,500 feet by Foxtrot November 26, which is 7.5 DME away from the VOR, and Glamrock lazy, absolutely, very lazy. And then from Delta 0.45, which is Delta 0.45, which is this one here, 710. We've got runway 26. It's a 3-degree ILS slope, which is fine. Not ILS, you know what I mean. And we're going to use VNAV and LNAV, and then we're just going to use the ADF just to cross-check with the performance on there. That's all plugged in. It's going to be a flat 30 arrival, order break 3. And what we can do is we'll have a look at the performance, landing on route imports. It's going to be runway 26, import, calculate, yeah, perfect. So, if we go to the airport, 26, we'll taxi off of Alpha, that's full length, this is the turnaround section. Alpha in via Bravo 2 and then into the stand, and we'll take like stand 6 or so, which is located over here. This airport is UK 2000 Bournemouth. I bought it quite a while ago. It's not the best rendition of Bournemouth, but it will do. Lovely, so that's all plugged in. We've got minimum set, final approach speeds all plugged in. If there was an emergency on the plane, you could take over. No, Glamrock, probably not. It's a lot different flying the real plane. Like when you actually sit in the flight deck, it's very overwhelming. And I know I can do it in the sim, but this is really heavy in real life. These are really heavy in real life, and at the moment the only person I've got to worry about is myself. If I was flying the real thing, I'd have 189 people behind me, wouldn't I? So it'd be a bit scary. I'd definitely be able to do the radios, but I don't think I'll be able to do a land. And route data. Oh, I already did that. Sorry, we need to do the descent stuff though. Right, yeah, load that, thank you very much. And then if we do descent, execute. Thuong, have you ever think about moving to a bigger airline like Qatar Emirates? Thuong, no, not really. They don't interest me, to be honest. I don't really want to move to Dubai. I've thought about going long haul, but I love the airline that I'm at, and I've got a really senior position at the moment, and it'd be a bit stupid to throw it away, so... And Glamrock, my granddad does let the Max, not because it's new, it just takes forever to set up, as the engines take a while longer than the Classic does. Yeah, it's that, I can't remember what the name, Bow Roads, I can't remember, but the engineering side of it, the actual spindle needs to straighten, doesn't it? And it takes a while if it's cold, so... But it's you know, it's a nice plane to fly. I've got a couple of friends who fly the Max, and they all say it's a nice plane to fly. So, right, progress. Top of descent is in 41 miles. So that's everything done there. I'll actually key. Well, I'll go straight over Birmingham. Nice. I'll get the star up, and we'll go down to 15,000 in a second. Right, 31 minutes airborne, it's not too bad. All the radios are set, tune, what, no, not ILS, no. VOR set. What's the Southampton VOR actually? 1335. 1335, Southampton. What we could do as well, good practice, we'll go the Southampton VOR. And then we'll go... 255 at 10, and then that will give us a fixed wing to turn back to the Southampton VOR if needed. Southampton VOR is sat on actual Southampton Airport as well, so didn't hear a word he said then, not a clue what he was on about. You know, Heathrow's really close actually to Bournemouth, you don't realise. There's Bournemouth there, so when we come in, we'll sort of come in over the New Forest, Southampton, and then this is like the New Forest over here, and then straight into 26. Is it hard to become a cabin crew for one? It depends. It's, you know, you can apply, you need a medical. That's probably the hardest thing, to get the medical, because I know it's a little bit unfair. Not everyone has the same abilities, but because of the type of job it is, you need to pass a cabin crew medical, which I have. It lasts 5 years. And then you do 5 weeks of training, 4 weeks and a little bit of training, 33 exams at my airline. And then you do your type ratings. I'm type rated on the 737-800 and the Airbus A321 family. And then you have to do a supernumerary, which is your first flight. You need to be checked off on that. And then you need to do 4 flights as cabin crew, getting a review each flight, and then you're cleared to fly, you know, on the line. I have a flight simulator on my PS5, but I want to get a PC so I can go on vacation. Glamrock, it's a bit expensive at the moment to get a computer. Luckily, I got mine before the price increase, but yeah. Southpaw Paul, welcome in to the live stream. Hope you're well. Can I impose upon you to explain, like on 5, what the isolation valve switch is for between the PAX switches, and why do you need on-off auto? It seems a complete mystery to me. So, how can I explain it? So, it's all to do with the bleed pressure. So they give you a diagram on here, as you can see. So this is basically bleed air. You want the isolation valve on auto to pressurise both sides, so it can isolate either side if needed. If it's closed, it doesn't let anything through. If it's open, it'll let it all through. So you need to leave it open to start the engines. And then you've got the engine bleed and APU bleed. So the engine bleeds during flight give engine anti-ice and wing anti-ice. The APU bleed gives power to the engines to start them, as you can see. It's all around there. And the PAX, this is just a passenger air conditioning system. So bleed air is pumped into the air conditioning system, and it is cooled, and then we can set it like that. And then you've got the recirculation fan, so we get clean air in the cabin. That's basically how I remember it. And Glamour, what the different hydraulics for on the plane, I'm not completely sure on the 7.3. I know that it's these are the engine pumps here, so they do the engines, and then the elect, I think elect 1 does the gear and flaps, and elect 2 does something else. I might be wrong though, or brakes or something. They all have separate systems, and they're all backed up to other systems. Sorry, Fwong, I didn't read that. I think about it because Pilot Path, the loan is too crazy for my country. Fwong, I didn't get a loan. It's just for my training. I didn't have to pay. Well, I had to pay. Sorry, we don't anymore. But I had to pay £700 when I started to do the training. And that, but you get the £700 back. That was only because they wanted to make sure you stayed at the company. You didn't leave or fail the training. And no problem, Southpaw Paul. Anytime, mate. But yeah, Fwong, it's it wasn't that bad. It was just my company, which is, when you actually think about it, is fair enough. You don't get paid until you complete your training. So I worked for like a month and a half with no pay, and then I finally got paid when I actually started flying. And the reason they do that is so you don't you don't leave through the training. And then of course you have like a probation period, which is 6 months. And there's our descent, guys. Down we go. Glamour, does it true you have to jump in freezing cold water to simulate landing in water? Not freezing cold. We have we go to a diving school, and you have to swim 2 lengths unaided. You have to be able to put a life vest on in the water, and you have to be able to perform the ring of life and climb into a life raft. That's all you need to do. And you only need to do that once, and you never need to do it again. But it doesn't need to be freezing cold. And Fwong, I mean pilot training. Oh yeah, pilot training, it's really hard here as well, Fwong. It's really expensive. I mean, my friend, he's training to be a pilot. He's got a job offer from Wizz Air to fly the 321. And his family had to remortgage their house. Nearly 150,000 British pounds for him to do this training. So it's a lot of money and a lot of responsibility. But if it's something you want to do, you know what I mean, it's got to be done. what I wanted to do quickly is let's have a look at the arrival. Glamour, I wanted to get a job loading and offloading the planes in Gatwick or Stansted. Oh, that's really good. A lot of companies do that. I know. Yeah, exactly, because your granddad raised you around aviation. Glamrock. Swissport are hiring at most airports at the moment, and they pay pretty well. It's hard work, though. You know, you've got to remember, you will be like, it could be raining, snowing, you've got to be outside. But what have you ever thought about cabin crew? I didn't think about cabin crew. I love planes, but I decided to join, and it was the best decision I've ever made.
Moving traffic is in on Tango, pushing back start 1 flight to west of Whiskey.
Yeah, there's 2 miles, 710. So at 2 miles we need to be at 710 feet. That's what I should have done. I'm still a teenager, but yeah, oh, well, it's something to think about, though. You know, my company starts hiring crew at 19. So, 19 years of age, you can start to train to be cabin crew. I started at that age as well. And now I'm 24. And I love the job. Still love it. You know, it's good fun. Like tomorrow I'm going to Spain, and it sounds really stupid because we don't get off the plane, but it's just nice to see another country for like 10 minutes. And, you know, you see like, you know, you have a bit of hot weather for half an hour. In the UK it's cold at the moment. Yeah, that's nice. Do the walk around with the FO. I have once. We were very delayed. A captain at my base is I'm quite good friends with, and we went to Palma and we had gone tech down route. The PA system wasn't working, and you're not allowed to fly without a PA system. So he did the walk around, and I said, "Can I come? And can he show me what they look at?" And we did. He took me around. Really nice guy. This captain as well, he always buys us cakes when we get to Portugal. So, and I did the walk around. It's really nice. Does Wine there still use the welcome back announcement and welcome on holiday announcement? Glamour, what airline's that? F1 would love to see a one day as Dillon as cabin crew vlog. Well, maybe. I'll never say never. I'll have to get the company's permission though, but yeah, it's something I could do. It'd be very boring. It'd just be like, hello and welcome on the plane. Hello and welcome to me making a coffee. Hello and welcome to me landing. Right, Southampton, it wants us at 9,000 feet, so we'll go down to 9,000 feet. Cabin crew, thank you very much, 20 minutes to landing. Seatbelt signs on, cabin crew will prepare the cabin. Couldn't do cabin crew that urged to squirt folks with water when they started clapping when the plane landed. Southport Paul. Oh god, yeah. A lot of people don't do it. I find it's when you do, you know, like the party places like Ibiza or Alicante. It's when they've all had a drink and they land and they all go way and start clapping. It's all cringe, you know. And Fong, have you ever thought about the pilot path? Yeah, I have one. It's just not very obtainable at the moment. Private pilot's license in the UK is a lot of money. There's a lot of free places. Like my airline does a 0 to hero course, but it's just there's so many people try and apply for it. It's basically impossible to get. So. So we'll get 1009 there. Waypoint we're at now is got to be in it to win it. Southport Pool, absolutely I have. I did try, and I got through to like the bit where you do like the games. Like I don't know how to explain it. There's like games you have to play on like a thing to test out your reactions and stuff. I didn't do very well at it, but oh well. I can always try again. Glam Rock, my favourite song in the world is the bell on the plane and the flaps going down. That is very true. Very true. I love the engine takeoff noise on the 7.3, especially from where I sit in the cabin. Do you have a Discord? Yes, Glam Rock. It's in the description below. You're more than welcome to join. But yeah, the 7.3 has a very nice engine buzzsaw sound. Meant sound, not sorry. I get what you mean, the sound. Yeah, but the 7.3, the CFM engine has quite a large buzzsaw noise. If you're at a D rate, when I walk down the cabin, so after takeoff, I walk down the cabin to go and collect stuff from the back. And as you go from like row 6 down, you hear that, you know, that really aggressive buzzsaw noise. It's really nice, and Boris does a great job actually. Does a great job with it on here. Right, landing lights coming on now. Turn off lights on. Get the logo on as well. Why not? Treat ourselves. Well, these clouds don't look too friendly, do they? So for the NDB approach, we can use LNAV and VNAV all the way down to, well, I'll disconnect well before minimums, but we could take it down to 710. So, yeah, there's sounds of a pilot waiting for a job while holding a massive, yeah, exactly. So I don't really want to get into debt to become a pilot. And what does the fin on the engine do? It just deflects air around. I think it's to help with airflow onto this part of the wing, if I'm not mistaken. And it's to stop turbulent air. But most engines have them. I know the GE90s don't, but most aircraft engines do. Right, it's 8 degrees. We're not going to need any anti-ice. And I'm going to go down. Now, no VATSIM, so we'll go to 1500 feet. There you go. Keep it there. We are on a FMS speed LNAV in a path. Glamour, when does the pilot turn off the seatbelt sign and turn them back on? So at my airline, they release the passengers above 10,000 feet, or when safe to do so. So if there's a little bit of turbulence, chop or anything forecast, keep them in for longer. Usually the pilot discusses that with me before we take off, and then they put the seatbelt signs on again 20 minutes before landing, or if safe to do so earlier because of you know, wind or whatever, turbulence. But usually 10,000 feet and then 20 minutes before landing. Huang, Luxair next stream. Could do Huang. What, Luxembourg, Luxair 737? Could do. I do have Athletic aviation-SIM. Virtual Pilot, welcome in. Hope you're well. Happy Tuesday. It's nice to see they updated their default livery. It is very nice. I'm using only default liveries at the moment because I'm waiting for you know, Hughes and the rest of the guys to update their beautiful liveries. The only problem I do have is a very nice livery, but the resolution of the Ryanair on the wingtip is not good. If we go back to the wing view, see how it looks a little bit blurry, but this looks really good. And actually, as you can see, the actual, it's done really nicely. Can you tell us where your airline is based to? No. We're based in the UK, Glamrock, so we fly from a lot of UK airlines. Not UK airlines, UK bases. We've got a lot of bases. I flew out of Birmingham for most of my career. I'm at a different base now. But yeah. Right, there's the speed coming back down. It's going to descend through 10,000 feet. I'll have a quick drink before we start descending. Virtual Pilot, are you with Ryanair? I don't really say my airline, Virtual Pilot. I like to keep that under wraps a little bit just because we have quite a hefty social media policy. They do know about my channel and they do let me do stuff on it, but I'm just don't really like saying it. And that one, Avgeek Kid, welcome. Hello, hope you're well. Brought the PMDG 737-700. That's really good. Hope you're enjoying it, mate. Glamour, the worst feeling on the plane is an air pocket, is where your plane feels like it's going to fall out of the sky. I quite enjoy turbulence. It's quite funny. It's one of those. I get used to it. I know it's scary for some people, but when you do it quite a lot, it's nice. And that one, Avgeek, you're loving it so far. Little cute 737. It is the baby 737, isn't it? But I hope you're enjoying it. I don't own the 700. I only own the 800. And Virtual Pilot, okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's fine, mate. Yeah, I just don't like telling everyone who I work for. But I get asked that question a lot. Eventually, I might tell everyone who I work for if it needs to be said, or I change airlines, whatever. But at the moment, I just like to keep it under wraps. Hunting big fish, BA, I think. Oh, you might be right. That one, Avgeek, looks air ops, absolutely. Yeah, we could do. And Fwang, no regrets after buying the PMDG 737-800. Very fun to fly, especially with the Boris sounds. Absolutely, Fwang. It's brilliant, isn't it? That one, Avgeek, Luxembourg to Palma and back. We could do that. I just don't want to. Is that what you're doing? The one, Avgeek Kid, landing 20 minutes early. Really nice. Well, I hope you have a good landing. My granddad starts on the 300 and now he's on the 800. He started on the 300. Yeah, I've been on the 300 actually. No, sorry, I haven't been on the 300. I know an airline in the UK does operate the 300. And Southport Paul, do you follow or recommend any other 73 streamers? I know Flight Deck Sim seems there are millions of bus streamers, but not many 73 ones. Southport Paul, actually, V1 Simulations, who's American, he's actually transferred onto the 737, so him. And I don't really know anyone else who flies the 73. Like you say, there's loads of people who fly the bus. And that one, Avgeek Kid, yes, right now I'm doing it. Oh, that's really cool. You on VATSIM? Do you have any traffic? We've been a bit unlucky so far. We've not had much traffic. Yeah, those clouds don't look too friendly, do they? Glamour, what server are you on? I think it's just the EU server, the Amsterdam server for VATSIM. Some of the classics have the new lighting. Yeah, a lot of our 800s have the new sky interior. Even the older ones have been retrofitted. I was flying a 737 the other day, and in the cabin it had the old style, I call them doctor's lighting, where it's either all on or all off, which is a little bit annoying for crew, because a lot of people complain about it, but I can't really mess around with the lights too much, but hey ho. Alright, going to start sending again in a second. 210, there's no speed restriction on this. Do I have a DME up yet? Do I have the BIA? I got the SAM VOR. Should have the BIA one coming up shortly.
Road 511, descending on the west side 1 hotel, down to fly level 1.
And no one's online in Bournemouth, and there's no one on the ground, so we have free reign of Bournemouth. So see how this landing goes. So the go around is continues to climb to 3,000 feet initially on a heading of 251 degrees from Delta 4.0 DME 1500, then turn left climbing and hold at 3,000 feet or as directed. So it's literally just holding. Glamrock, I like the new lighting more because it's simulates different times of day, and then old Romance just one like, yeah, it's a lot more calming on the eyes, the newer one. What's your favourite engine type as cabin crew? A loud one or a quiet one? I flew on the Neo and the 7.3. I like a loud engine. Yeah. The Neo's really quiet, but there's just nothing about the Neo. I don't know. It's like it's got no character to it. You know, like the 7.3, you got the buzzsaw as you climb. You've got like the classic flat noise. The landing gear, when you sit at the front, it makes this absolutely horrendous noise. The landing gear, it sounds like the plane shaking itself apart. It's so cool, but on the Neo they just don't have that. Have you ever been on a Dreamliner? No, I haven't, Glamrock. I've been on the 777. I've been on a 330 300, 330 900 Neo. I've been on a A340 600. I've been on a 767 400. I've never 757. Never been on the 78 though, which is a shame. Plane I do want to try. Sapulpul, I guess the flight duration of the 7.3 is relatively low. There aren't any crew rest areas. Yeah, Sapulpul, we can do 16 hours as crew without rest. So I can do 16 hours, a 16-hour day. Any more than that and I can't fly, so we legally have to ground the aeroplane. But there's no crew rest on the 7.3, so you just take a break when you can. Usually we just close the curtain at the back and have a sit, sit down. Right, here we go. Uh, 6 degrees, let's get some engine anti-ice on, shall we, chaps? Continuous. But the plane can go quite far. I mean, Hui send the 737s, they used to, it's the MAX now, but they used to send the 737s to Boa Vista. So I know more history about the 73 than the Airbus A320 Glamrock. Yeah, the 73s, I prefer the 73 over the Airbus. I like flying it better, get flap one out. I like flying the 737 more. I just find it a more interesting aeroplane. I like Boeings more in general. Not slating the Airbus. I like flying the Airbus a lot, especially the Phoenix, but I'm more of a Boeing guy myself. Right, speed's coming back down. That path is getting slightly past us. So let's use a bit of vertical speed to get back on track. And I'm going to go straight to flat 5. It was made to be built lower to the ground, easier to access. Absolutely, it was. Yeah, that's one of its troubles of today, isn't it? That's why it's caused so much trouble since the MAX. Right, let's try and get back on this slope. Glamrock, I do too. It's really cool, isn't it? How the clouds keep going above the flight deck. Right, VNav engaged in a second. 70 feet above. Turn the engine anti-ice off now, actually. Don't need that anymore. And VNav. Back on VNav path. Open the speed window. I'm going to go 180 knots. Speed brake still engaged. So we got 339. Is that the 339? Yeah, so that's all set correctly. There's a VOR 110.5. 110.5. Oh, hang on. Yeah, no, we don't need that. That's fine. So hopefully this cloud clears. Yeah, absolutely. The like here, it's a nice view, isn't it? It's a nice view, Glamrock. I do like a wing view like that. I always find that view pretty cool. Right, let's start slowing it down even more now. We'll go 170 knots. Bournemouth traffic, Blue Max 1133, establishing ourselves on a 10-mile final. NDB approach, runway 26. Bournemouth traffic. Form, do you like the A380? Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's not one of my favourite aeroplanes, but yeah, it's a pretty nice plane. I'm looking forward to the Innie Builds version. Absolutely. Right. Gear down. Speed brake. Armed. Start switch is continuous. Cabin crew advised. Flap 15. Final approach speed is going to be 145 knots. And we'll go down to 1,000 feet. On my 17th birthday, my granddad let me go to the cockpit to put the flaps down. Flaps down, and I had to sit at the back of my seat. It's the best birthday ever. That's really cool. That is really cool. There's the runway there. 2 red, 2 white. Lovely. It's a great NDB approach so far. Right, all the lights are on. We're established. We're not getting any oh, actually that's why, because I haven't got the ADF on. There you go, 339. There you go. That's why I haven't. Right, there's us established ourselves. So I'm going to take control of the thrust levers, and it's going to be my aeroplane. I have control. 3,000 feet set, and flight directors recycled. Kai the Aviator 25 already landing. I'm so late, I went to the dentist. That's fine, mate. Yeah, we've got another sector after this, so you got another landing to watch, so I won't worry about it. But welcome in, hope you're well. 255, right, establishing ourselves. So maintain that picture. There's 1,000 feet. It's nice and stable so far. 28 knots though. My brother wants to know, is it duct tape the sticks on the wing, special type? I said, yeah, it's a special type. It's called aviation tape. Speed tape, sorry, it's called speed tape. Add in a little bit more thrust. 3 red. Don't want to get much lower than that. Nice and stable though. That picture looks good. Just want to keep the nose a little bit left of centre line because of that nasty crosswind at 20 knots. Look at that.
500.
Well, there's nearly 2 red, just hovering under it a little
Approaching
bit.
minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
$100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Get it down. Down we are. Speed brakes up. Reverse down. Green, sorry. And manual braking. Reverse is in. Turn that off now. Oh, I forgot to turn the auto brake off. That's the only problem with the PMDG. It does stop. They can scroll back in. And welcome down to Bournemouth. I just call it a plane tape like the last 10 years. It doesn't matter what you call it. It is just tape at the end of the day, isn't it? Speed tape, aircraft tape, engineering tape, some people call it. So here's Alpha. We'll vacate here. Bournemouth traffic, Blue Max 1133 vacated, runway 26 Bournemouth. Now we'll slow that speed down. I'm very happy with that approach though, guys. The first NDB approach we've done, it went pretty well. So down we are. A little bit firm, but that is a typical Bournemouth landing if I've ever seen one. Keep the logo light on. That's all fine there. Lovely. And what stand do we want from map? We'll go that one right there. Lovely. And no follow me. And we want Bournemouth. Right, thank you very much for joining me on the first leg, guys. Really do appreciate it. We're going to turn it straight back round and we're going to go straight back to Edinburgh in a second. So don't go anywhere. Turn off the transponder. Typical Ryanair landing. Yeah, it's what we get paid to do. Slam it on the 1,000-footer. Well, it was a bit of a floater. I don't know what happened. It was just 50 feet. I started the flare. No, not the flare, sorry. At 50 feet, I started to look towards the end of the runway. Don't know what it is about Bournemouth. It's just that, you know, the runway is quite short, so I'm always a bit sceptical. Just get it down. And in my last video, was the landing okay? From your landing in Barcelona was brilliant. It was really good, mate.
Bournemouth traffic, Ryanair 363 Charlie, Thomas, 26 stop.
Right, taxi light can come off now. APU can come on. Stop the chrono. Hour 8 minutes. Pretty good. It said hour and 5 minutes for the flight, but you know, it was that approach. It was quite a slow approach, wasn't it? Glamrock, do you have a Discord? Yes, I do, mate. It's in the video description below. It's in the live stream description below. Just click the link. You should be able to join. Is that a clock? Yes, yes, it is. It just tells you the time and how long the flight's been. Got to put the flaps in. That's a bit rude of me. Right, that's all sorted there. Once again, this scenery is by UK 2000. It's not the best, but it does the job. I think they've got the air park over there. Oh, look, there's the Aviation Museum. The only reason I'm taxiing a little bit slow, guys, here is because the taxiway is a little bit narrow, so... Yeah, Glamrock. So that's an hour and 8 minutes there, and then it says the time is 17:21, so 5:21, but that's Zulu. So add an hour. UK time, it's 6:21. So all the clocks are in Zulu time. I've been to this place before. Oh, you've been to Bournemouth before, Glamrock. That's very cool. It's the country lane of taxiways. It bloody is. It's very narrow. You don't want to swing it around too fast, otherwise you'll end up in the poor engineering hangar over there. Oh look, there's that Ryanair coming in there. Beautiful. There you got it down, nice and smooth. I'll do some plane spotting here at Gatwick and Stansted. Oh, that's really cool. Glamrock, that's very nice. Right, we're this stand here, stand 5. So we'll slow it right down. And kick it over. Cut it a little bit short. We'll keep going straight for a second, and that'll do there nicely. Brilliant. Parking brake set, engine 1 and 2 dead. Seatbelt sign off, beacon light off, upstairs. Go and get the isolation valve 2 off, open, sorry, packs to auto, elect 2 off, probe heats can come off now. We'll keep the forward pump on just to supply the APU for a second, and that is all sorted there. We'll come downstairs. And let me do my checklist. So weather is test, and we've got landing gear down, 3 green, auto brake off, cut-off switches off, flaps up, speed brake stowed, thrust levers idle, trim 5. Lovely. Okay, we'll go to menu, FS actions, ground services. We'll set the chocks. Glamrock, do you open the doors when the plane stops? Do you? Yeah, we do. I open the door. Yeah. You do it when you've confirmed that all your doors are disarmed and cross-checked. So they're disarmed, and then we'll go request deboarding. Lovely. Welcome down to Bournemouth. Oh, got a conga line of Ryanair's there. Where did they come from? Beautiful. Look at that. Really nice. Gorgeous. As we disembark. I do have a GSX profile for this airport, so the passengers should come down. Do you have the mod where the people sit in the back and make it more realistic? Glamrock, you can do, but I turn it off. Southpaw Paul, sorry I missed your comment. Would you ever fancy or ask to fly in the jump seat on a day off? I could do, Southpaw Paul. I could do. I've never thought about that, but I might ask just to have a day flying. Sometimes they do get a bit funny about it though, because it's all to do with your hours of flying. But I could ask. And Fwang, oh man, the new GSX UI looks modern. Yeah, it does, but it's completely broken, Fwang. So it's completely broke my GSX. When I tried to load in early, it was bouncing the plane everywhere. It's just completely, you know, broken. Southport Paul, is it too late to ask for a bag of nuts and a G&T? No, you can stay on Southport Paul. You're coming back to Edinburgh, so you can have a bag of nuts and a G&T. Is it Tankerel Gordon's for you, sir? Glamrock, is that an NPC in the background? Is it another player? So these are just static models of the European Air Cargo. These two are actual VATSIM traffic that are flying with us today. But beautiful, look at that. We'll wait for disembarking, guys, and then we'll head straight back. Just trying to get the call sign for the flight back, which is there. We are going to be that call sign. That's a bit of a mouthful. Tell you what, guys, I don't brag too much, but that parking was pretty spot on. Right, I've just sent off my sim brief, so hopefully that's all sorted. Has there been some times where you've had to send a hotel if you're awake from England? No, Glamrock. Only if something goes wrong. But my airline don't do stopovers, so I don't get off unless something goes wrong, like we're too late or the plane's gone tech or something. Right, guys, flight time on the way home's 1 hour and 4 minutes. I'm going to edit the altitude though, because I'm not sitting at 19,000 feet for an hour. We're going to go straight up to 37. Yeah, I'll generate that. There you go. Hour and 3 minutes now, cruising at 37,000 feet. Cost index of 35. I'm going to put you on the intro screen. Don't worry, I'm not going to go anywhere. It's just so I can refile with VATSIM on SimBrief. So I'll be 30 seconds while I do this, guys, and I'll jump back in. Sorry about that, guys. Welcome back in. Let's refile. So I've redone it all. SimBrief new profile. So it's going to be runway 26 for departure. Arriving onto runway 24 again. So basically the same overhead panel. This is sort of a transit state. So this is what my airline would leave it on when we're on APU and stuff. 37,000 feet is the stop altitude. Is that the standard low in your profile pit? Yes, Southport Paul, it is. That's the picture I took on my first ever day at work when I got to luckily sit in the flight deck for my supernumerary to Innsbruck and back. But yeah, that is Innsbruck. Beautiful, beautiful place. Wish I could go on holiday there. It looks gorgeous, but it's very expensive. Right, that's pretty much everything. I think we're disembarked now, aren't we? I think that's, yeah, last couple of people to deboard. But there's two Ryanair guys behind us. So this is Bournemouth Airport by UK 2000. Like I said, it's okay. It's not up to like Pyreeg standards or Innibuild standards, but it does the job. It's got a custom GSX profile that you can download on the flightsim.to website, and it is up to date. It comes with like the airport park over here, which is a museum, accurate runway and marking textures, custom 3D buildings and models, and I do like it because it's got these static models over here, which adds a little bit of realism to it. It's a little bit lonely at Bournemouth sometimes. Not a lot of people fly here, but right, let's jump in the flight deck. Does your airline give you access to deadhead legs? Could be cheap alternative. Southport Port? No, we don't, sadly. I don't get access to much of a discount at work, but that's because they pay us very well. So their argument is, which is fair enough, if they were to give us concessions and cheap tickets, then they would have to cut our wage, basically. So we're paid quite handsomely at work, so I agree with them. I'd rather have a better salary, you know. So right, FMC index pause in it. We're at Bournemouth. We're on stand 5. We are going back to Edinburgh. Weight and balance today is going to be 55.4, and the fuel is going to be 5.5. Lovely. Right, that can go to that one there, FMS, load, and I'll go to GSX, and I'll reload from SimBrief, and I'll request boarding.
Boarding requested.
Activate, execute, runway 26. Right, departure. There is no departure from Bournemouth. I'll show you how to plug that in a second. Arrival into sunny old Edinburgh is going to be the ILS-24 on the INPI-1 Echo via TLA. Execute, legs. Right, so Southampton VOR initially. It's a standard routing departure from Bournemouth, so there's a noise abatement procedure that you need to follow, and then you fly to Southampton and round. So step through that. So all the way back we came, and then as you can see TLA and Tartan, so you'd hold and then on to final approach. That's fine. Right, let me show you how to do this then. So coming out of Bournemouth, SID for Bournemouth. So there's only one departure out of 26, as you can see. So noise preferential routing. So climb straight ahead to Delta 0.6 of the India Bravo Hotel at 270. So runway heading, then 0.6 miles away from the waypoint, we go to 270. You track that until Delta 3.1, and then you go direct to Southampton. So what you would do is you go BIA, which is the Bournemouth VOR, and then you go 270 slash 0.6, right? And then you go slash 3.1, and then next page you go Southampton, and we're going to go 10 mile fixed ring, so 255 at 10, and then you go 085 as well. There you go. So you've got a straight line, and if I go back onto the map, you can see how that's drawn now. So you can see there's a 6 mile ring, 0.6 mile, and then from there 270 until 3.1 miles, and then you just go direct Southampton. Pretty self-explanatory. Right, reset the fuel flow, auto brake RTO, overhead panel now, fuel pumps can come on, seatbelt sign can go on there. Who is talking on Unicom? A lot of talking there, I thought something was going on. 37,000 feet, it's just above 20 degrees, nice and toasty in the cabin, that's all sorted there. We'll go init reference, 0 fuel weight. We're going to go reserves of, our reserves are to Glasgow, 1A, 2.4. Cost index of 35. 370. Cruise winds are going to be 230 at 35. Beautiful. Execute that. M1 limits. So. If I go to the performance tab here, so it's going to be 26 full length. Calculate that. It's giving us a takeoff D rate of 2 with a selected temperature of 43 degrees. Takeoff next page, it's 0.12. 200 at 13. Flap 5. Trim of 5.16, 141 on the V-speed. So 141. 6,000 feet. Left flight director, right flight director. Downstairs, 5.1 on the trim, which will go about there. Lovely. Right. iPad could go back there. Beautiful. So, go auto now, and we'll go weather and terrain. Beautiful. And we'll plug in the Southampton VOR again. Beautiful. So we're nearly done, guys, and then we can head back to beautiful Edinburgh. Should be a little bit dark when we come back. Oh, there's a Lauda. Where's he come from? Let's check VATSCO. Probably Palmer, actually. That's where most of the Laudas come from. It's quite busy at Bournemouth today. Yeah, Palmer. That's really cool. He had to go around, though, which is interesting. Where are the Ryanairs going? We've got Ryanair going to Palmer and a Ryanair going to Palmer. Ah, the two friends over there going to Palmer together. There's that Lauda. I really like, you can see the ripples, the ribs in the fuselage. They've done a really nice job, actually. Give credit to PMDG. Right, boarding is complete. I mean, look how stunning that looks. Perfect weather. Right, let me just make sure that the camera's selected there. Don't know why it's done that. I want to lock the drone here. Because if I don't lock the drone, then when we get to Edinburgh, I don't know what it's doing. It's being a bit silly. Right. I don't know what the drone camera's doing. We'll keep it there. Right, we'll go cockpit. And we'll get ready for departure. So, all the throttle armed. We're going to use none of this for takeoff. We're just going to get to 0.6 dim in, then I'll click heading select 270. So we'll put 270 in here actually. 255 on the course. That's all sorted there. Come downstairs and we'll go FS actions doors. That was a pretty quick turnaround. And we'll go ground services, remove chocks. Come in here, we'll go ground operations, door management, arm all doors. And we'll go GSX. Request pushback and departure. And we want to be facing north, runway 26.
Release parking brakes, please.
Where's that Lauda gone? Oh, there he is. Right, let's have a look at the airport altitude. So, good old Bournemouth is at an altitude of 38 feet. So, 1,538. That's what we need. That's when we can accelerate. Bournemouth traffic, Blue Max 879 Foxtrot, stand 5, pushing back facing north. Bournemouth traffic. Right, okay. We've made them aware. Parking brake released. Overhead panel. If I get the anti-coll on. Pax auto. We'll go left ignition now. Clear of that. We can go engine number 2 to ground. Back to the engine page there. We'll go legs. No, init reference, sorry, on that side. Legs on that page. We'll actually request the winds as well. That was my fault. Right, fuel in.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
And we've got a good engine
Cockpit to
start.
ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Right, so we've got no red bars. We've got rollback, so the engine's good. We can start engine number 1.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected, bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Boris doing his work again. That sounded really good. So we've got to be a bit careful on this departure, guys. It does come at you very fast. So there's the bypass pin. So we've got 2 good engine starts. Overhead panel. We'll go left gen, right gen. Taxi light. APU off. Start switch continuous. Probe heats. Elec 2. Pax. Flaps position. And we'll blank that. I don't know what's happened to my sounds, guys. They've gone really funny. I'm not getting the sounds. Not getting some sounds. I'm getting that. Getting that. Oh, that's really strange. Right, flight control check. So full right, neutral, full left, neutral, full forward, neutral, full back, neutral, full left on the rudders, and full right on the rudders. Bournemouth traffic, Blue Max 879 Foxtrot taxiing Golf 1 hold point 26 from the ramp. Bournemouth traffic. I'll just make sure I am connected to good old VATSIM's voice. Let me make sure I've got all my sounds turned on correctly for this. Yeah, should do. So I don't know what's going on with that. Oh well, we'll taxi on over to Golf. Yeah, I'm not getting the clicks with those buttons. That's a bit strange. Right, so it's the first right here, and then straight to Golf 1. Can you do Jetwick? Can you do Jet to Gatwick to Tenerife soon? Absolutely. Of course I can. Glamrock, yeah. That'd be a nice flight to add to the list. I think click the headphones on accident, did I? Where's headphone simulation? Is that? Ah, no, it definitely wasn't headphone simulation on. Yeah. Don't know what's going on with the sounds, guys. Sorry about that. Glamrock, I'm doing your flight in RFS. It's a mobile playing game. Oh, that's really cool. Glamrock, well, hope you enjoy. South and Davey, welcome into the stream. Hope you're well. Happy Tuesday. Love the stream as always. Need to see some EasyJet flights from London Southend soon. Absolutely, we can add that to the list. I've got the Southend senior as well, so it'd be nice to do some EasyJet flights. Definitely. Welcome into the stream, mate. Hope you're well. Bournemouth traffic, Blue Max 879 Foxtrot departing runway 26. Standard noise abatement procedure. Bournemouth traffic. Right. Oh, I think I've got the sounds back now. Weather radar on. Yeah. Right, away we go, guys. Climate, you can play PC? Oh, can ya? That's pretty cool. Well, enjoy your flight, mate. Oh, great, thanks for asking. That's good. Hope you're having a good week so far. I know it's only just started.
Bournemouth traffic, Ryanair 829, step 2, pushing back.
Right, like I said, guys, this departure's going to come at us quick, so we'll reset this and we'll go run. 40% forward pressure. What, Fluent? Ether, welcome into the stream. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Stable, brakes released, tow gas, set takeoff thrust.
knots.
That sounds really good. Neutral. Slight bit of left aileron coming in.
Rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Alright, 0.1. There's 6. Heading select. There's N1. I'm going to bug up speed. Flaps position 1. Level change. Command A. And we'll go 220. Flaps up. Fluent Ether, do you use a HOTAS plus pedals? What's your setup? I'm using the Thrustmaster TCA Boeing yoke and rudder pedals today, sir. Right, legs, Southampton, execute, LNAV, VNAV, 3.2 miles. Look at that, perfect noise abatement from Bournemouth. Southern Davey, lovely takeoff and departure. Thanks, mate. We did that pretty well then. It's quite an annoying departure doing it all manually from Bournemouth, but we did it. Logo light can come off now. This is quite an aggressive turn, so I won't release the crew yet. And as you can see, that's why I did the fixed ring and the line from Southampton, because we track it straight parallel to Bournemouth. So, and thank you for the subscription, Fluent Ether. I really appreciate it. Welcome into the channel. So, standard barometric pressure. 5,000 feet now. Turn offs can come off, and we'll go straight up to flight level 370. I'll just give Alt Intervene a couple of taps. 37, there you go. Cabin crew released for service. So after takeoff checklist, gear up and off, auto brake is switched off, flaps are up, no lights. After takeoff checklist complete. And what we can do actually is we'll go fix runway 24 for Edinburgh /5 miles /10 miles and /115. That's when we'll start at descent point. Progress. Release the service, yeah. Yeah. Released for service. Right, landing lights can come off now. Don't need them anymore. Yeah, that's all good. We are TARA, aren't we? Yeah, squawking 1,000. Lovely. We'll be good Boeing pilots and match up that. There's 10,000 feet. Seatbelts to auto. Now, the reason they put them onto auto is the seatbelt sign will come on when passing 10,000 feet, but also if there is a decompression, the seatbelt sign will automatically come back on if there is a decompression. That's why they leave it in auto. And there's that buzzsaw noise. Listen to that. That's pretty good. Oh, we've got Scottish control on. Lovely.
Traffic, Ryanair 829, taking off runway 26.
Scottish control is on 125680. And we've got ground online for Edinburgh as well, so that should be fun. So ATIS, runway 24, lovely. Expect radar vectors to an ILS approach. Deliveries closed. Knowledge receipt, and then grounds on 121755. Lovely. That looks pretty nice out there though, doesn't it? Shame about the livery with the that there. I really wish that Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 allowed people to be the first officer, co-pilot position in multiplane. You can, if you do that, you can just change the camera and be the co-pilot. But I mean, all the flows work the same, so you could do. Or you're talking about in what's it called? That new, the new one, the career mode, fluent ether. Oh, you mean with another? Oh, yeah, like a shared cockpit fluent ether. Yeah, that would be really cool. That, yeah, that is a feature I'd like to see. Definitely a feature I'd like to see in the future, or a third party could do it. Tell you what though, that weather out there looks really good. Do any of you guys use Rex Atmos? I've got a good friend of the channel who has, and he's been putting some nice pictures in the Discord, but I just want to get more people's opinions on it. This is just default, and I'm quite happy with it, to be honest with you, but he does say that Rex Atmos is very good. So, just wondering what you guys think about it if you use it. South Purple, I tried it, not impressed, but that might just be me. Oh, okay. I'm just happy, like South Purple, I'm just happy with the default, but apparently it adds quite a nice fog effect, like an early morning fog, but I'm not too over. I'm not going to jump at it to try and get it. I'm more interested in the Tree Sim, like effects pack. GFX is great, however, and of course shaders. Yeah, I think I just want it for like the engine and wing effects. But I was looking at reconfiguring my sim with a new shader profile, but it looked too complicated, and I really didn't want to mess with the sim. Because knowing my luck, I'd do something and I would break the sim. I wouldn't be able to use it again. nice calming flight today, guys. It's been very nice so far. Fluent, what's your least favourite plane to use in the sim? My least favourite planes I bought is the FS Labs A321neo. I think it's an absolute heap of garbage, and it's not worth the £80 I spent on it. I think I flew it 4 times, and I absolutely hate it. Southpaw Paul, no drunk packs. That's what. Well, he's still got time. You know, a couple of gin and tonics, a couple of Heinekens, and people start acting up. I mean, I think most airlines now have got a policy. Ours is 2 drinks per person, and you're only allowed to be served on the cart. I can't serve you in the galleys. Might have some ATC in a minute, guys. Or are we going the other way to London? Two pints of gin then. two whole pints? Absolutely, sir. Would you like ice with that? God, I think I'd have to go to the hospital after 2 pints of gin. The urge to go up out the window and some of these flights must be overwhelming sometimes. It is, but to be honest, you can't see much. Like, it is nice though when you get, like the other day we flew right over Geneva, not Geneva, Zurich, and I got a nice view of Zurich, so that was nice. And a partridge in a pear tree flew at Eva. Oh dear. Right, nearly at climb. Right, order brake 3 again. We'll get that set in. We'll be good pilots and make sure all that's sorted there. Progress page, 27 miles till top of climb. Very nice. Passengers are released. Lights are off. We are pressurising. Cabin temperatures are nice. 20 summit degrees. This lies though. That's the temperature that's going into the duct. When it actually comes out, probably be about 18 degrees. One's in an aircraft 2,000 feet above us. Good over there. Very nice. Next time you're on a firm landing, ask the captain if you've landed or you were shot down. Yeah, I don't think they'd set that one too well. I did have a very firm landing the other day back into my home base. It was not his fault though. It was very windy when we came. It was horrible weather, and he absolutely smacked it down onto the runway. But I got to walk off at the end of it, so you know, every safe landing's a good landing. I mean, to be fair though, a lot of the captains and flight deck, they do have a laugh. They know when they've had a hard landing, or they've messed something up. Ethan, do you know if it's possible to properly use VATSIM and or Navigraph with PS5? VATSIM, no. It's only PC because it uses an external third-party client to connect to the sim. But Navigraph, yes and no. If you have an iPad or an iPhone, or any smartphone or smart tablet, you could use Navigraph. However, you can't then upload. Oh, actually, no. Actually, I tell a lie. Let me Google this. I think Navigraph you are allowed on. I think you can actually buy it now. Oh no, that's Volanta. Sorry, not no. So sorry, if you can't really because it won't update the nav data for you, which is a shame. So. But you can use. There are some inbuilt charts with 2024. Do flight deck crew ever allow nerdy packs me onto the flight deck after during the flight? Always wanted to ask, but didn't want to be disappointed. Not during the flight, Southport, Paul. You're not allowed it. Like the doors locked. But when we land, I often let people in. You know, I always ask the flight deck before landing or just before we take off if it's okay. I let lots of people in. There was a man the other day who just wanted to ask a question, so I let him in. And you know that you can often have a picture in the flight deck. The captain's seat. I know a lot of the captains will come out, speak to you and let you in the flight deck and, you know, give you a tour. You know, we're very accommodating for that sort of stuff. I think most airlines are. But, you know, I always think they can only say no, can't they? So you might as well give it a go and ask. So there's top of climb, guys. We've got 117 miles left to run. Not long at all. Should be arriving with 2.7 tons of fuel. What I'll do, that should be less than that because we'll be vectored in. But we'll go descent, forecast, load. What's the weather like down in? So the QNH is 0999. There you go. That's all sorted there. So that gives us an updated VNAV path, and then if we go progress, lovely. Right, we can enjoy our views out the window again, can't we? Sample Paul, who does the sit-in when the flight deck crew member needs to leave the flight deck? Is it always the senior cabin crew? Sample Paul, usually, mate, it's usually me who goes in. So every half an hour, you have to call them to make sure they're okay, and they usually want to come out for a break or the toilet or, you know, a coffee. So I'll have to go in because, as you know, there's supposed to be two members of crew or two staff in the flight deck at all times, a minimum of one pilot. So I go in, I'll sit in there. Well, I won't sit in there, I'll stand in there because it's too small to sit, and I'll just wait for the other pilot to come back in. Usually have a chat with the first officer or the captain. We're all friendly at my company, so we all get on quite well. Bad scenario, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're well. Good evening. Near you on VATSIM. Speedbird 8 Delta Sierra, just south of Liverpool. Very nice. What are you doing? Where are you flying from? Are you doing a long haul, or are you coming from like Dublin or something?
Heathrow to the traffic for next 100 Tango. Downwind, right hand, runway 27.
return from LAX to London Heathrow. Oh, that's very cool. It's a very nice flight. It's a very long flight. Very long flight indeed. Yeah, as you can see, we've come all the way from Scotland to the south UK. It's been cloudy all the way. It's not very nice weather in the UK. However, surprisingly, anyone who's watching from the UK, this weekend is going to be 26 degrees. So, God help us all. It's going to melt. It's gone from cold and rainy to quite hot. Right, 80 miles left to go. Let's do some briefing. Yeah, 9.5 hours just descending now. Oh, that's really cool. I hope you have a nice landing into Heathrow. It looks like you got some ATC on as well now, so should get interesting. Right, so star into is going to be the MP1 Echo. So that's where we're going to come in from. So it's flight level 260. Let's jump down here and pop that there. We'll go legs page. It starts from IMPIP. It's been cloudy all the way from mid-USA. Oh my God. Well, that's no good for you. You haven't had a view of anything then, really, have you? So, IMPIP, flight level 260, and then, if I can read that, in rev to flight level 200, yeah. ESCDU, 164, that's fine, 250 or below. And then we go to Tartan, which is 7,000 feet, 230 or below. And then, if we go to the approach, it's going to be the ILS, NDB ILS. So from TLA, it's going to give us, it says it's going to give us radar vectors on the ATIS, so that's fine. That looks good, yeah. Yeah, LA at night was pretty cool, and the sunrise was awesome. That's really good. I always like departing the US in the night. You get some good views, especially from New York. If you take off of is it 3-1 left? Yeah, 3-1 left. And then you do that left-hand turn immediately. Off the right wing, you get a great view of Manhattan. Right, so it's fine approach speed of 141 knots. I've never done a Bournemouth rotation, only done Newquay and Stansted in the UK. Yeah, Bournemouth is pretty cool. We enjoyed it. I think that's our second time going to Bournemouth on the channel, so we don't do it often. Final approach speed is going to be, that'll change, it'll be 140, so I'm 145 knots when we land. It's going to be on ground. We'll try and get off of Bravo for them, and then Bravo Alpha, and then whatever stand they give us. Lovely. So we'll get the star up, and we'll keep it there. Right, guys, I'll be 2 seconds. I'm just going to go and refill my water bottle before we start our descent. Right, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. That was very fast. Got a new fresh water, so we are ready for our descent in 40 miles. What was the Scottish control? 121, 125, 680. So 125, 125, 680. Sample Paul, what is the Blue Max in your call sign? Isn't it just Ryanair? Is it something Rook only use? Yeah, so Sample Paul, I didn't know this until the other week when we started to use Ryanair UK there, because it's a different airline technically. It's like Wizz Air, you know, like Wizz Air UK is called Wizgo, and Wizz Air Malta's Wizz Air Malta. It's the same with Ryanair, so I think they use Blue Max because it's not to confuse with the other Ryanair, so the call sign, so your call sign, you know which call sign you are, but it's Blue Max, which I think is a really cool call sign. Blue Max. It's a bit of a mouthful though, like Blue Max 879 Foxtrot. I'll guarantee when we get ATC, I'm going to absolutely butcher it a couple of times and make myself look like a right clown, but we'll go with it. Similar to Tomjet, TUI Jet, yeah. So TUI UK, that used to be Thompson, kept the Thompson call sign, so it's Tomjet. But then TUI Germany is TUI Jet, and then TUI Belgium is Beauty, which I love that call sign, Beauty. It's very nice. Oh, there is ATC. 125, 680, lovely. And what arrival was it? It's the NP1 Echo ILS 224. What happens in the southeast of the UK? There's like 100 GA airplane. Oh god, I bet there's something going on then, like a thingy. And Suppleport, I think the coolest call sign of Speedboat or Postman. Postman's quite cool. Scottish Control, a very good afternoon. It's Blue Max 879 Foxtrot with you, flight level 370.
Blue Max 879 Foxtrot, Scottish. Hello, Squawk 0334, one Echo arrival.
Squawk 0334, MP1 Echo arrival for Edinburgh, Blue Max 879 Foxtrot.
Easy 815 Delta, descend flight level 80.
Easy 815 Delta.
There you go. Fluent Ether, to buy or not to buy for PS5 users, T-Flight HOTAS 4 TMPR pedals. Do they work on PS5? I would double check.
0168 Scottish. Route direct Artex.
Direct Artex.
But they are a good. That's like a really nice starter.
Papa, descend altitude 4,000 feet. Give it H 9
Starter
and 9
pack,
and
that
9
is Fluent Ether. Guys, if ATC is a little bit too loud, let me know.
Alpha, descend altitude 4,000 feet. Give it H Edinburgh 9 and 9 and 9 hectopascals. You can 4,000 QNH 999. 123 for Alpha. Blue Max 879 Foxtrot, run ready, descend flight level 200.
When ready, descend flight level 200, Blue Max 879 Foxtrot. There you go, flight level 200.
15 Delta, you're going to be leaving controlled airspace shortly on descent. Deconfliction service. A report established on the ILS runway 6.
We'll give it a minute, guys. I'm not going to start descending yet. We've got 19 miles. When it goes 10 miles, what I'll do is I'll go descend now.
ETA 15 Delta A firm, and you can descend at your discretion at altitude 2,500 feet.
It breaks up a little bit, this controller does, but we can hear him just about.
Ryanair 4 Papa Papa, speed 220 knots.
Descent now. Progress. Down we go. And now we've got some ATC. I love VATSIM ATC. I love when we get some ATC. It makes it more interesting.
EG452 Whiskey, planning, start reducing back down on your speed, so you've got a company about 8 miles in front also going to Alderney. Question to Londonderry, well I'm saying Alderney.
Yeah, Roger, we're flying together, so we'll keep an eye.
Have it easy, 452 Whiskey, you're going to be leaving controlled airspace on descent shortly. It'll be a deconfliction service. A report established on the ILS runway 26. You can descend altitude 2,500 feet at your own discretion. QNH minus 6 hectopascals.
Yeah, Roger, QNH is 996 hectopascals, descend at our own discretion. We'll report when established with QA, either EG2446 Whiskey.
Spirit 371 Mike, apologies, call Glasgow radar, 119.105.
119.105, speed about 371 Mike, thank you.
Ryanair 4 Papa Papa, speed 180 knots, turn left heading 330 degrees.
Steep descent after input, that's fine. It just pops up on the FMC. We're okay with that because it would be radar vectors to the ILS 24. Let me just double check, just want to see what's going on.
Ryanair 4 Papa Papa, descend altitude 3,000 feet.
Is it just
Flight 3 for Alpha, speed 180 knots, descend
or?
altitude 3,000 feet. 180, descend
No, it's just this guy doing the whole sector.
Bravo November Uniform November, flight level 180. Got Bravo November Uniform November, Scottish Control, hello, squawk 0241. Squawk 0241, call Bravo November Uniform. Leaving controlled airspace there, deconfliction service.
So there you go. Path's coming in, so we start sending slightly more aggressively shortly.
Scottish Controller, good evening. Alpine 14 Romeo X-ray with you, inbound Godos level 240.
Alpine 14 Romeo X-ray, Scottish Control, hello, climb flight level 380. It's the AGPH 1 Echo arrival.
So we'll climb to flight level 380 at the arrival.
I think it's VATSIM having trouble.
Stand by. Ryanair 4 Papa Papa, turn left heading 282 at a breeze.
Doing that little break-up thing, so it must be everyone.
Flight 3 for Alpha, left heading 330 at a breeze.
Looks like your Barry set to the... thank you. We need the... thank you, Sapple Paul. We weren't going to do that.
14 Romeo X-ray,
you,
it's the AGPH 1 Echo.
Everyone's a critic. No, thank you very much. I needed that, otherwise we would have had a slight bit of bother when we got into... Would have had minimums too high, set 300.
November, thank you. Landing runway 22 at Belfast.
Thank you, South Paul.
When ready, descend flight level 100.
Runway 22 and when ready, flight level 100.
Clear 512, nothing further, monitor Unicom.
Lovely, and I'll just double check the 99.
It is 452 Whiskey, just leaving controlled airspace there, deconfliction service.
Yeah, deconfliction service, EG452.
Ryanair 4 Papa Papa, speed 160 knots or greater until 4 DME.
Oh, a little bit windy up
Oh, yeah,
there.
no worries. 160 knots or greater until 4 DME.
160 knots or greater is 4 points.
Blighty 34 Alpha, turn left heading 280 degrees, cleared RLS, runway 24. That's 280, cleared RLS 24, Blighty 34 Alpha. Blue Max 879 Foxtrot, descend flight level 90.
Descend flight level 90, Blue Max 879 Foxtrot. So we'll go down to 9,000 now, guys.
Ryanair 4 Papa Papa, runway 24, you are clear to land, the surface wind is 190 degrees, 11 knots.
So we've still got ages. Another 10 minutes, we'll pop the belts on. So 108.90.
Blighty 34 Alpha, speed 160 knots until 4 DME. 160 to 4, Blighty 34 Alpha.
1089 and 240.
Scottish Control, good day. Super 8 Mike, aircraft Super 5 Mike Tango, level 370, hold up, CPD.
35 Mike Tango, Scottish, roger.
Beautiful. I mean, look at that weather in front of us. So it might not. What's the weather like down there? Is it picked up? Is there any rain? You at 2,700. 9er, 14 degrees. Temperature's dropping. 210. Basically the same when we took off earlier. So nothing too major.
Idiot 15 Delta, roger, runway 26 to land, the surface wind is, so 210 degrees, 7 knots.
Get a little bit speed break out.
Cargo 4 November requesting climb flight level 390.
Chicago 4 November, climb flight level 390.
The cargo 4 November, climb flight level 390.
What's your best aviation? I never knew that from a crew
T5.
member in your career. Southpaw Paul. Oh. Oh. Leave that with me. Leave that with me. I'll try and think. That's quite a tricky question. I'm trying to think now. Southport Port.
Scottish Control, Scandinavian 809er, flight level 360.
Saturday Aviation 879 Scottish, Roger. Line 634 Alpha, little land runway 24, the surface wind is 190 degrees, 11 knots. Little land runway 24, 934 Alpha. November uniform, Golf uniform, November, descend altitude 5,000 feet, sorry, QNH at Belfast City, 9 and 9 are 7 hectopascals.
So 5,000 feet, QNH 997.
Ryanair 4 Papa Papa, taxi stand 25 via Alpha, Lima and Golf.
What's your favourite destination to fly in and out of? Also, your favourite to fly
no
out
worries,
of?
taxi stand 25 via Alpha, Lima and Golf.
Probably Paul, Kefalonia, beautiful island in Greece, gorgeous landing, gorgeous scenery.
879 Foxtrot, leave Tartan heading 030 degrees.
Leave Tartan 030 degrees, Blue Max 879 Foxtrot.
Scottish Control, hello, Speedbird 45 Juliet on 370
And going back to your other
inbound,
question,
Barcom.
Southport Paul, I actually don't
45
know.
Juliet, Scottish, hello, Squawk 3047.
Don't know.
Squawk 3047, Speedbird 45 Juliet.
I don't know what the biggest, like, I didn't know that for aviation. I'm trying to think now, because I've been in it for so long, it's like, you'll sort of know it now. Probably all the laws that go into flying, like there's so many legal loopholes and laws and stuff for flying and crew, and like, you know, it's, drinking, you know, alcohol.
Golf, uniform, November, fly heading 320 degrees, descend altitude 2,000 feet. Fly heading 320 degrees,
It's only an older question, don't sweat it. No, it's alright, I'm trying to think now, because it's quite a good question though. But yeah, probably all the laws to do with flying and like the legal. Like I didn't know that if I have general anaesthetic, I have to have 48 hours off work. If I have local, I have to have 24. You know, if I drink alcohol, it's the...
Flight 234 Alpha Taxi.
It's a quarter of the drink driving limit is all you're allowed, so stuff like that.
Golf, 24 Alpha.
Right, get some engine anti-ice on now.
It's backtrack to vacate via Bravo and then taxi to the apron. The 815.
Just wondering, are we best to come off the approach, just while the backtrack's been approved?
No, stand by. I've got one rolling at the moment, actually, on the deck as well. If you reduce your final approach speed, it should be alright.
Roger, I'll go down to final approach speed.
I went to private aviation for one of my biggest moment was CAP
Juliet, Scottish Control, thank you. Climb now for
371, the avoidance of fatigue in aircrew. I never knew also applied to crash. Yeah, Paul, it's anyone really. If you're on the aeroplane, like fatigue, so at work we have a fatigue call. So if I'm fatigued and I tell them I'm fatigued, I don't get any repercussions, I just don't fly.
Calic 68 Juliet, it's a Lake U1 mic arrival.
Lake 1 mic arrival, thanks for Juliet.
Look at the speed brake out again, look at that, stonking tower.
5452 Whiskey Roger, continue approach.
sorry, Spoke Control. Is the EG949 Bravo Victor?
He's not, no, technically with Londonderry, it's outside of Cass, so he is in the right not needing to call me, but I'll get him when he's airborne.
Roger, cheers, mate.
He is just lined up now, he'll be rolling any second once your company's off the runway.
Roger, thank you.
Blue Max 879 Foxtrot, descend altitude 4,000 feet, QNH is 9 hectopascals.
Descend 4,000 feet, QNH 9 hectopascals, Blue Max 879 Foxtrot. 4,000 now, guys.
Beautiful November, turn left heading 260 degrees, cleared RLS, runway 22.
260 degrees, cleared RLS 22, beautiful November.
Get 1,000 feet per minute. And heading select. Go level change now with half speed breakout. See what that does for us.
Easy 452 Whiskey, clear to land, runway 26, the surface wind is 210 degrees, 7 knots.
6 knots, EG 452 Whiskey.
Beautiful, look at the Scottish Highlands there. Are they the Highlands? Maybe not. I don't know. But it's beautiful scenery around here anyway. Right, we can get the engine anti-ice off now, don't need that. And landing lights, QNH 9. And we're going to get the turn-offs on as well. Hall, definitely, best office in the world. It's very nice. Some of the views I get to see, like every time we go to like Greece and Turkey, and you get to see the Swiss German Alps. When you go to Palma and you get to see the Pyrenees. It's very nice.
I have cargo flight November, approved, put back. Golf Uniform November, runway 2 to clear land, surface wind is 210 degrees, 9 knots.
Clear land, 22, Golf Uniform.
No max speed on this, so
Blue
we'll
Max
just
879 Foxtrot, turn left heading 350 degrees, send altitude 3,000 feet.
left 350 degrees, descent 3,000 feet, Blue Max 879 Foxtrot.
Scottish Control, good evening, Chanex 1, X-ray Alpha 340 Nelson.
Chanex 1 X-ray Alpha, Scottish Control, good evening. It's the Aslip 1 Golf arrival for Glasgow. Well, the descent level 260, level Aslip.
I'm ready, descent 260 level Aslip, and it's the Aslip 1 Golf arrival for Glasgow.
Also guys, I always say this when the Boris Audio sound pack kicks in, but this sound is the aeroplane depressurising itself slightly. The door seals open and let a little bit of pressure out.
Out of Bravo Victor, Scottish Hello, squawk 6001. It's a deconfliction service outside of controlled airspace.
Right, flaps 1, speed check, flaps 1, down to 210 knots.
Eighty-four out of Bravo Victor, thank you. Climb to level 250, clear to enter controlled airspace, on track Belzoo.
Roger, climb to level 250, 85 Victor.
We'll keep the speed at 220 just in case. Actually, no, we don't need that. 1,000 feet's fine for that descent. There you go. There's the door seal sealing back up. Plane's depressurised enough. 52 minutes airborne. Pretty nice flight this is actually. Right, 145 knots final approach speed.
Well, it's 2876 developed to Rebel,
1,000 feet to go.
But Express 2876 Scottish Shadows, squawk 7325.
Squawk 7325.
Scottish Control, good evening, KLM 933 climbing flight level 210 for 240.
KLM 933 Scottish Shadows, climb flight level 340, it's the AGPH 1 Echo arrival.
Right, climb flight level 340 and it's the AGPH 1 Echo arrival, KLM 933.
World Express 2876, turn right heading 360 degrees.
So we've gone straight past, so he's probably going to loop us back in. Remember the Ryanair way, smack it down.
Backtrack 26 and
There's no room for butters here, absolutely not, no. Going to break the landing gear.
Yeah, backtrack way, 26, vacate onto the general aviation market. Just last day for the ATC. Goodbye.
Yeah. Max 879 Foxtrot, sorry, apologies, I forgot about you. Turn left heading 220 degrees, cleared ILS 24.
No problem, 220 degrees, cleared ILS 24, Blue Max 879 Foxtrot.
Scottish Control, hello, Lufthansa 459, flight 7350.
Lufthansa 459, Scottish Control, hello. Set to squawk, in fact, disregard, continue 50350.
Continue, flight level 350, Lufthansa 459, Aviation.
Yeah, thanks for the service. Then I have right there. You looked on the further to take where you want to do this, please.
Yeah. World Express 2876, resume my navigation direct Perth. ET4 out of Bravo Victor, enter controlled airspace, radar control service, Penel 1 Lima arrival.
Right, we'll go flat 5 now, guys, anyway. We'll go straight down to that.
ET4 Bravo Victor.
To 190.
Right, so you've just entered controlled airspace there, it's the radar control service, Penel 1 Lima arrival.
Roger, Penel 1 Lima arrival, ET4 Bravo Victor.
Scandinavian 879 and nothing further, Modesty Unicom, good evening.
Confirm double for Scandinavian 809er.
Hey, firm.
Okay. Cover key advisory 122.8 Scandinavian 809er.
Scottish Blue Max 879 Foxtrot, can we have a heading of 180, please, to establish ourselves on the ILS 24?
Blue Max 879 Foxtrot, A firm. I can send out to 2,000 feet as well.
2,180 on the heading Blue Max 879 Foxtrot. Yeah, he did forget about us, but that's okay, we'll deal with it. It's okay. Little bus stop tour of Edinburgh. It's not hurt anyone, has it? Apart from we're using reserve fuel now, so whoops. You know what I'm going to do as well to make this a little bit more... Oh, actually, no, leave it. It's fine. We'll leave it like that. Paul, well handled that. Yeah, the thing is though, he's quite busy. Like he's covering the whole of
X-ray Alpha, descend 200.
Scottish, so like, and all the airports. So you just got to give him a bit of patience, haven't you? Or just establish ourselves.
X-ray when ready, descend.
We'll go localizer.
We're ready, level 260 Alpine 14 miles straight.
$220. There you go. Well, look, that'll be a nice little approach phase onto there, no problem. And we'll go down to the flat 5 speed now, 7 miles.
0579 Foxtrot 24, clear to land, the wind 200 degrees, 10 knots.
Clear to land, runway 24, Blue Max 879 Foxtrot. At the airport, what's the go around, 3,000 feet?
68 Juliet, when ready, descend level 200, level
like
Lakey.
When ready, descend 200, level Lakey, chance 60 Juliet.
Edinburgh City with photogrammetry looks unreal, it does indeed.
360 KS.
It looks really nice, doesn't it? Look at that. Right, should we do proper Ryanair, shall we? Should we drop the gear at 4 miles?
Channel 86 kitted out to Scottish
there you go,
Control,
3,000 feet set.
Golf arrival.
Speed braked.
When ready, descend flight level 260.
Init reference 145 knots. We'll do gear down at 4 miles like a real Ryanair pilot.
When ready for Shannock 6 feet Kildale.
But look at that, that's gorgeous out there. Perfect, I tell you what, I picked perfect time to do flights. But you are right, Fwong, the photogrammetry here looks unbelievable. Right, 4 miles, gear down,
further, I'm afraid.
flat 15,
Good evening.
taxi, start switches, oh, forgot to turn the seatbelt sign on, naughty me. And full flaps, 145 knots. Fully established, look at that. Buckle up folks, the captain's had a promise. Yeah, absolutely bang it straight onto the footers. But look at that, proper Ryanair style, established by 1,000 feet, just about, but...
1,000.
Right, let's do some hand flying, guys. Just matching up my thrust levers. My aeroplane.
Very good evening, Viper 87 Zulu on the ground, Aberdeen. Information Charlie on board, Airbus helicopter H160.
Well, let's Ryanair style this. No, not today. It's been a good stream, we don't want to ruin it with an absolute smasher.
Viper 87 Zulu, Scottish Control House. Start approved, I'll get you clearance now, I'll call you back.
They're approved.
Approaching minimum. Minimum.
Continue.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Read brakes up. Reverse is green. Max reverse.
1339, Scottish, roger.
Reverse is stowed, manual braking. Down we are very nicely onto runway 24. That definitely wasn't a smash, so I'm happy with that one. And we vacated where we wanted to. Brilliant. And what taxiway is this here? Should have been a good pilot and had a look. Bravo. And Scottish Blue Max 879 Foxtrot vacated runway 24 by Bravo.
879 Fox, thanks for the help. Taxi stand 11 via Alpha Echo and Foxtrot. Good evening.
Stand 11 Alpha Echo Foxtrot. Thanks for the service, Blue Max 879 Foxtrot.
No worries, yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate the butters. Let's get the flaps in. Weather radar can come off now. Lights can come off.
That's Cargo 48 November. Welcome back. Climb level 410.
That can come on. Lovely. It's weird that I've got no noises though. That's really weird. Like, got no overhead light. That works, but the other ones don't. Really strange. Anyway, stand 1-1. Stand 11. No. Swissport. So, Alpha, Echo, Foxtrot. Actually, no. Search, airports, parking stands. 1-1 there. Lovely jubbly. So that's quite easy. Flaps have come in. Welcome down to Edinburgh. And strobe light can come off now.
Viper 870, have you cleared when you're ready?
Alive. Get that all on. Yeah, I've got no bus transfer noise either. I don't know what's going on with the bicep.
Zulu, cleared to destination.
Probably just because I've been flying it too much.
083 to
flight director off. Right, flight director off.
Time to altitude 3,000 feet.
Window set there.
Question squawk 6. I'll start again. Squawk 4335.
Hour and 3 minutes airborne. Nice flight from Bournemouth back to Edinburgh. Landed with 2.7 tonnes, so we were bang on what we said. Typical Ryanair, saving every ounce of fuel we could, even with that bus stop tour of Edinburgh. And Paul, log it in the tech log. Yeah, try and explain to the engineer. I've got no sounds when I click the buttons. They don't make any noise. They give you a funny look.
Viper 870, taxi Echo 3. Echo 3, Channel 1 Alpha X-ray descend, credit 1 X-ray Alpha descend 590.
Descend to 90, Channel 1 X-ray Alpha.
Channel 65 Kilo Delta descend flight level 200.
Right, taxi light can come off now.
Level 200, Channel 66 Kilo Delta.
Go to norm.
World Express 28676, landing runway 16 at Aberdeen. When ready, descend flight level 190.
And this is Pyrig version 2 of Edinburgh. It's a little bit heavy on frame, so it's a beautiful scenery.
Descend when ready, flight level 190.
When ready, descend flight level 190. Express 286.
And there's stand 1-1.
Viper 870 Zulu, Echo 3, short 16. Viper 870 from Echo 3, clear takeoff 16, surface wind is
strange little corner here. Look, there's the water mill there. That's really cool.
Scottish Control, good evening. Alpine 37 Delta Zulu, flight with 38, sir.
Alpine 37 Delta Zulu, Scottish Control, hello.
Well, I don't know why that's floating though. It's probably just not loaded in yet, the whole thing.
In pit 1 Echo, Edinburgh, Alpine 37 Delta Zulu.
Spirit 143, Scottish Control, roger. Cadiz 1 X-ray Alpha, contact Glasgow radar, frequency 119.105.
119.105, Channel 1 X-ray Alpha, goodbye.
A little bit fast there, let's slow it down. Come on, we want perfect parking again.
Nothing further, I'm afraid. One of the Unicom 122.8.
Unicom 122.8, and sorry for any inconvenience if you find that road beacon.
No, you're fine, don't worry.
Oh, one off. We'll take that though. Parking brake set. 1, 2 dead. Beacon light off. Seatbelt sign off.
We'll
go and get. What is the worst thing you've experienced mid-flight? Probably an emergency landing due to a wheel well fire. That wasn't very fun. A couple of bad medicals as well, but right, those are all done there. That can all come off. We'll go down here. We'll go menu. F is actions, ground services, request. We'll go deboarding.
Deboarding requested.
Overhead panel. We'll wait for the GPU. APU can come off. because it's the last flight of the day. It's not going anywhere now. Fuel
Alpine
pumps can come
14
off.
Romeo X-ray descend, flight level
Leg one can come off.
180.
Window heats can come off.
Still level 180, Alpine 14.
And we'll reset these for
Romeo
tomorrow's crew.
Alpine 37 Delta Zulu, when ready, descend flight level 260.
Beautiful.
We're ready to send 260, Alpine 27 Delta Zulu.
And FS Action's doors, are they all disarmed?
Finnair
Disarmed,
1339, nothing further, Modesty Unicorn.
Monitor Unicorn, Finnair 1339. Thank you, have a nice evening.
Bye.
And we'll just let that go there. I like how Flight Deck Sim shuts down 2 blues, 1 red, engines are dead. Yeah, that's a good way of saying it. I used to do that. I used to watch Flight Deck Sim a lot. I don't get a chance to watch him anymore, but a lot anymore. But welcome down to Edinburgh. Thank you for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Look at that, beautiful in the sun. Oh, that's a nice sound of the APU spooling down. But I've had a real fun day of flying today. I hope you have too. Nice 2 short sectors from Edinburgh down to Bournemouth and back. Not too much to say really. I hope they fix the GSX problem we've been having. It's really annoying. But I do like the new menu. It looks pretty good.
Delta
It's nice that we had some ATC onto the arrival into Edinburgh, even though we did have a bus stop tour. Once again, thank you all for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Thank you all for the support recently. And Paul, great stream. Thanks for sharing. No problem, Paul. Anytime. And fun. Good night, everyone. Yeah, good night, everyone. Thanks for joining. Really do appreciate it. Thanks for the support recently as well. Our no stream Thursday is I'm sadly flying
nothing further into Manchester,
in the real world. I'll probably be back live Sunday again with my usual Sunday stream. But for now, take care. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you very soon in the next one.
Good evening, the Venus 1 November, crossing now.
Evergreen 714 November, Scottish Control, hello, climb flight level 340.
Climb flight level 340, Venus 714 November.
You